Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com. No matter what nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. We rocking out, and we're talking boxing. They allegedly said it's a slow month, but damn, it's been on fire. They're calling it the new golden era because all these divisions are stacked. Heavyweight, 168, 154, 147, and the division that we'll be talking about today, 135. Question of the day, should Tank pick Teofimo or Ryan Garcia? Because Teofimo Lopez says Gervonta Davis, yeah, he is scared. I'm the king of the division. I'm the kingpin. Teo saying that Gervonta Davis is scared to take the fight with him. Interesting. Fellas, buenos dias. How are you? Good morning.
He's scared.
Uh-oh, it's on.
What up, champs?
What's up, Champa Lampa? Good morning to everyone.
Morning.
It's he's the king. Respect it, Teofimo. You know what I mean? He took the head off the snake. Gotta respect him. I mean, he wants everybody wants the Tank fight, I think, though, man. I don't know, for some reason this is looking like everybody just wants that Tank fight. So however manipulation you got to do in the press in order for you to do it with words, you know, you could tell somebody he's scared, you could tell somebody he's this, but man, I got to tell you guys, man, this is also a podcast for the business of boxing and shit. And I've learned a lot over the years, and I know that you got to follow the green, you got to follow the money, and whatever makes sense. But you know, if it was up to me, was it Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora on their podcast? They wanted that, Tank versus
Ryan.
Yeah, Tank versus Ryan, and then Haney versus oh god, I forgot what the hell
Teo?
I was looking at. Yeah.
Like a little 4-man tournament.
Yeah, they wanted to play out like that, so that you get some good fights in there to unify and eventually, get the fight that we all want. And
I like that, Doomy. Here's what I would rather have. I'd rather have it Haney and Ryan and Teo and Gervonta.
Oh yeah? Well, they had it the other way. They wanted the Garcia Tank and then Haney and Lopez. Why does that interest you more? And
you know
why
what
did-
it is?
Do me,
It's
who's
because
they?
Haney-
Who's they? You keep saying they had it the
he
other
said
way.
He said Sergio and
Mannix,
and Chris Mannix
on their podcast
on their
Jazz.
podcast.
That's interesting. They rather Ryan fight Gervonta Tank Davis?
Yeah.
Strange, because yesterday a DAZN content came out saying a DAZN content came out yesterday saying that Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia needs to happen sooner rather than later from DAZN. So
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if things are just being said right now just to see how the water moves because
See what sticks.
Yeah, because you're right. Mora and Mannix are part of the zone, and you would assume that everybody was on the same page, but that was their thoughts. I kind of like what their insights too. Their insights are pretty good. So, I mean, having a Garcia versus Tank fight is obviously a huge fight, but it's a matter of who deserves it more right now, and if to me, but. You got to follow the money, and Ryan makes a lot of money, a lot of sense. Those two together make a lot of sense. Lopez is the champ, and I think that he could do real big numbers as well. But even though his numbers have skyrocketed, maybe Tank just a little bit still has a little bit of that edge on numbers, and maybe I'm talking without knowing too much, but it's the way I feel right now.
So you're saying Tank isn't afraid?
I don't think.
You think Tio's just trying to get the fight? Shame.
Yeah.
You think he's shaming Tank into being like, I ain't afraid of you. Come on, let's fight.
Hell yeah, that's right. And that's what you got to do as a business, right? And as a champ, you gotta find ways to get these guys into the ring with you, because not for nothing, Gervonta, who's chasing Gervonta? Ryan's chasing Gervonta. Now you got Lopez saying that he's scared. That's another chase. So a matchup with Gervonta right now makes money. That's the Money Mayweather team.
But you don't think, because I heard you say that earlier, you said everybody wants the Gervonta fight. I feel like everybody secretly wants the Ryan fight. I feel like coming off, he got knocked down against Luke Campbell, right? Maybe some people think he's food, and then you got the fact that
big
this
fight.
man's got a
Hey Mario, you called him food. Well, he's a big ass piece of steak. That's vulnerable. It's vulnerable.
That's like Kobe steak. The cow got treated like a king in Japan for 8 years.
And they
he
giving it
lived
to you
better
for
than
half
the people.
price.
Hell yeah, that's what he looked like for these people. I think I'm not saying that's what he is.
No, that's what it is, Mario. It's a race to see who gets him off the board first. Because if you don't get him off, the board first, he's vulnerable enough that the next man could do it and take the clout for it.
Exactly. And that's why, part of me is like, man, I want to just see the Tank fight, because that's, in my opinion, that's the fight. That's the premier fight in the division in terms of commercial appeal. If I was to say who's the best of it, would be Tio probably versus Tank. Even Tio versus Haney, I would say would determine the best out of the four. But I think it's the only way to figure it out is to have a mini tournament. You know what I mean? Just like you were saying, Doomy, and have that. You got to have Haney and Ryan on the same side, because the winner stays with DAZN. They got to have a piece of that pie.
Yes.
And then with Tio and Tank, I mean, that's legitimacy. You got probably the guy doing the best numbers pay-per-view wise, and then you got the guy who has the legitimacy of having all the titles. Those two guys clash. I mean, that's big time. That's big time. So I don't know. I would really want to see it. I don't think any of them are scared. I really think that it's all about getting Ryan off the board. I think they all want to see if they could get that fight with Ryan, because it comes with the highest reward, the lowest risk. That ratio that you look for, Ryan represents the best. And again, I'm not saying Ryan loses. I feel like that's how it's coming off. I'm just saying what I think they're thinking.
You feel like maybe Ryan still has just a little bit more to show.
Definitely.
In order for you to say, that you're confident that he wouldn't get an upset or anything like that.
Luke Campbell's the best on his resume. That's it. Everybody else, nobody's saying, hey, let's see Berlanga Canelo now. Nobody's saying, let's see Elvis. Go ahead.
Who would you pick? Would you pick Gamboa to beat Campbell?
Nah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't.
See, but it's
early-
but look, but it's debatable. But it's debatable. So when you say who's on his resume, Luke Campbell, it's like, yeah, Luke Campbell's a natural 135 pounder.
Definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That,
It's a great win. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's it. Like, it's like, okay, his first rush into,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's not
a
it.
fight.
That's false. It's not it.
Okay,
You got
so
you got
what-
you
tell me.
got to. Before this fight, you couldn't shed too much light on the past fighters, but after this fight, yeah, you gotta say Romero Duno, Francisco Fonseca, and now Luke
Definitely.
Campbell. Like, it's not like we don't know those names. It's not like those names aren't common opponents.
Okay.
So yeah, in the past, those weren't names where you're like, oh, he beat Romero Duno. No, but
But as a
he's
B name,
starting
as a
to
C name on the
build.
resume.
He's starting to build in the right
Very-
direction. No one is saying Luke Campbell is A level. No one is saying Romero is A level. So where is Romero? Is he a C? Cool. So then that means Campbell's a B? Cool. Because he's going up and he's showing trajectory towards that A. He's calling out Tank, who's A.
Damn, I love the way you put that. Broke it down perfectly. That's really what I was trying to say, you know, is that when you look at his resume, Luke Campbell is an A, and then everybody else falling place is a B and C. It's understandable, and it's definitely something to be proud of at this point. I just don't think he's ready. Like, I think he could still fight these other guys. Like, I need to see him in there with the Fortuna or a Linares before I have any, you know, belief in him being at the top of the leaderboard when these four fight each other eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta see it, you know, because Linares, like,
What
not,
does Linares do for you? Like, what are you expecting him to how are you expecting him to test Ryan, or what are you expecting to see in that fight?
I want to see Ryan in a situation where he's fighting a level like a Fortuna or a Linares and dominate and completely go out there and make a statement like he did against Luke Campbell.
Let me ask you.
Minus the knockdown, like, because
Hold
that
on,
was some
hold
scary
on.
stuff. And by the way, it wasn't just the knockdown; it was his footwork was off. The jab looked
Yeah,
so
but
weird.
it's
Like, it
southpaw.
wasn't a great performance before
Champ,
the body
champ,
shot.
Champ, your footing was off. You tripped. No.
right.
I'm just keeping it real. Southpaw
you're
versus Orthodox is gonna cause some ugly looking
Definitely.
fight. But I ask you again, who are you picking? Javier Fortuna to beat Luke Campbell? It's that
Yeah.
easy.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
that easy. How
I don't
difficult?
know. I
How
believe in
difficult?
Javier's
Hey, yo, I
ferocity.
hate you. I hate when you do that and you
No,
break
it's
it
just
down to
it's-
simplest terms.
It's just that's how easy it is. How difficult is it to pick a winner in that fight? Like, are we sure? Did we forget Javier Fortuna versus Omar Douglas? How close that was? And what about
That
the
was a
Javier
close-ass
Fortuna? What about the Javier Fortuna fight with Granados, where he all left a shitty taste in our mouth? How do we know he can beat Campbell? Let's stop lying to ourselves.
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, that's a fair point. It is. I don't know. I'm not trying to coddle Ryan, which is kind of what you're making it sound like, and not like, I don't feel like you're doing it on purpose. I just feel like that's the way it's coming out now. I don't know. I just like it hit me. I was like, nobody's rushing Berlanga into this, and Berlanga and Ryan are very different. But it's like Ryan is a victim of his own success in that he
Wait,
is
you
so
think Ryan's
big
being
that you
rushed?
can put him. I'm not saying Ryan's being rushed. What I'm telling you is that to say that Luke Campbell, his first real step up, and then to put him in there immediately next with a Gervonta Tank Davis, of course I'm not picking Ryan. Why
Well,
would I
wait.
pick Ryan?
But wait, I know that Luke Campbell isn't Austin Trout coming off of the Miguel Cotto win,
I don't know.
but a loss. Okay, so he's not Austin Trout, but at least for Ryan, the Tank or the Teofimo fight represent the Mayweather Canelo fight. Whereas if you lose, who's gonna shun you? Who's gonna say that's it? Ha ha! He was a fraud because the arguably undisputed unified champion beat him. Or the arguably gorilla of the division, the Tank, the biggest puncher beat him. Like, who's going to throw him away for that? So you absolutely rush him to those because guess what? they might throw him away if he loses to Fortuna, who's an awkward, wild style. It's not a clean fight. It's not a nice fight. That's a fight with forearms and headbutts and everything coming at you, man.
I think it's a fight that Garcia wins. Linares, on the other hand, too, is a fight that I'm not sure Ryan wins, honestly. Like, I would pick him. I would be fairly confident. But, look, Linares is disrespected every single time he's brought up. And the disrespect's got to stop. He's a gifted offensive fighter. So talented. He's got the perfect attributes physically to his style, arm length, like everything. He's long enough to do what he does. He's also compact enough to do what he does. Like, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about him. But at the same time, he is vulnerable defensively, and he has shown a tendency to go down. So for me, that's a perfect fight for Ryan. I would love to see that. He passes that test, and then I could start saying, you know what? Maybe he does beat a Haney. Maybe he does beat a Teofimo. Maybe he does beat a Gervonta. Because right now, he looks like the weakest link on the board. And the only reason to have a fight with him is because he brings this massive, massive fan appeal. The guy's getting a Funko Pop.
But what's
How many
wrong with
fighters
that?
have Funko Pops?
But what's
Like,
wrong with
legit.
that, dog? If he's the weakest link, he's still a piece on the board. Like,
Nah, for sure. I'm not. Listen, bro. You're talking the wrong one. I am in awe of what this kid has done so quickly. But I mean, ultimately, you want this to be, the golden era. Well, the golden era of the featherweights. Who was the best? Pacquiao, Morales, Barrera, Marquez. Like, we had to see those fights to know who was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And then with the same thing with the Fab Five, we had to see who was going to win because they could all win. In this case, man, I'm not gonna lie, it's tough to pick Haney, Teo, and Gervonta, but you throw Ryan in there, I'm probably picking everybody else against him. And
that's fine because he'll be the one to lose, come back and beat someone else. Come back and beat someone else, just like the Fabulous Four. They had losses.
Real quick, super chat. Noah G. Dallas comes in and says, only fight Mayweather will allow Tank to fight is Ryan. Everyone should be calling out the champ with the belts. Teo versus Tank is bigger than Ryan versus Tank.
Yeah, that's the thing, right, Doomy? Like, it's so weird how he's got all the belts, and it's just like nobody's itching to fight that guy because he's so dangerous, in my opinion.
That's what's going on. Hey, what happened? It was something interesting that I took notice to. What Teo said was, he said, yeah, he is scared, right? He is. He's not scared of the opposition he's facing right now, because it's light work. I mean, he knocked out a 122-pounder. That was Leo Santa Cruz, if you didn't know.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. That's what Teo is saying. Like, yo, that's why that's why he's looking at it like, you want to fight Ryan because Ryan isn't as skilled as me. You know what I'm saying? You going for the weakest link. You knocked out a small dude. What would I do? What would Teo do to Leo Santa Cruz? You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel you, Teo. Some people in my division getting knockouts and they acting like Ness when to knock these same dudes out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what happened?
You know what I'm saying? But we have Melissa Odessa Parker scheduled to come on the show in about 5 minutes. So, yes.
She's been active, right?
Absolutely.
My bad.
It's all good, champ. But yeah, man, what did you have to say about that, Marioski? Teofimo said, that pretty much Tank has been fighting light work. And,
yeah. When I saw a lot of the stuff he was saying too, pointing to the fact that like Gervonta is scared to actually make one of these fights, right? That he's not going to fight Ryan. He's certainly not going to fight Teo, and he's not fighting Haney. That's obvious. I think that he's not scared. First of all, that's dumb. But I think that when you got Mayweather as your advisor, you're going to take the Mayweather route. And if you read, and I know I've mentioned this a bunch of times on air, but if you read the James Prince book, you know what Mayweather's idea of matchmaking is. It's not about scared. It's about money. It's about business. Does this make better business sense? Because if I'm going to risk it all then I have to be making it all on the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fight just anyone. You fight the ones that make sense. So if you're going to have somebody who that's their idea of matchmaking, that's their idea of promoting, that's their idea of business and boxing, then of course you're going to have the person that he represents in a situation where they're doing the same thing. Which one of these fights makes sense? You know, Mayweather, he built up Mosley for how long? Like, you know what I mean? That got to the point where it was on its way down and we didn't even really care as much. You know, Cotto, that's a tough one. I think Cotto was better earlier, but the Cotto that we saw fight Floyd was a much bigger star. So, you know, Floyd knows what he's doing. I think that's what it comes down to. He knows what fights make the best sense, and that's what we're going to see. Like, here's the thing. If that's not what you're ready for, like a Mayweather 2.0, then, you know, you might as well stop watching, because that's what we're going to get the entire time, no matter the division. And I'm good with that.
Yo, and let me tell you, if we don't get a Ryan or a Teofimo from Tank, we're probably gonna get an Abner Mares.
Oh, I'm actually convinced it's gonna be Abner. Just some of the things that you see from the PBC guys, you know, the guys behind, you know, the guys that used to work for us, I guess. You know, some of them have already kind of hinted at that's the fight. And we know that there's some pretty close associations to PBC there.
I don't know what platform, I forgot I saw it, but Gervonta said something to the note that, you know, stop talking so much. You know, we talked 10 minutes before your ring walk. You know the fight is on. Mm-hmm. You guys didn't get wind of that?
Nah,
yeah, that was yesterday. I did that on the breaking news show because it sounded like Gervonta Davis announced that fight. Like Ryan,
well, he
fight
put
is real with him.
I mean, he put up his own poster board. Like he had his own like fight poster.
No, they both did. It's from Mary Designs. I know him. They both did.
Nah, but Ryan retweeted that one. Tank actually posted it.
No, they
Tank
both
got it on
did.
his IG.
They both posted it.
They
oh
both
no
did.
shit.
Ryan got more
bad,
views. Ryan got more views the last time I checked. He was at like 700
Damn.
yesterday.
Ness is already starting shit about views. Nah, that's what's
real.
up. But yeah, they came really quick and squashed that Golden Boy, huh? They're like, nah, we ain't fighting Tank. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but that's Eric Gomez came through.
Eric
and
Gomez,
said
yeah.
that. My thing about Eric Gomez saying that is like, what does that even mean? You're the president. Yeah, you're supposed to know everything, but guess what? Guadalupe Venezuela is the advisor and lawyer. Very powerful attorney. Just Google that one name and see if everybody that writes anything doesn't say powerful attorney. So why the fuck can't he have a deal in place? Ain't that what advisors do? How many times y'all got to come here to learn something about the sport? Keith Conley ain't nobody's promoter, but he could set a deal up. I ain't see a big press release when Keith Conley brokered the deal for a 6 fight
that's
with
the point
HBO.
though. But that's the point is you're making the case that I'm making. Like, sure, of course he could try to broker a deal, but a finalized fight that is ready to be announced is only going to happen through Golden Boy. Like,
Bruh,
you know, Ryan might jump the gun or whatever, but if Golden Boy is saying that fight is not done, that fight is not done.
Listen,
he said they haven't even got call, so you're right. You're saying that he could be brokering the deal,
Mario, and that's true. But again, you're my advisor, I'm the fighter, Do Me is the promoter. You and I and said fighter, B-side, A-side, whatever you want to call it, the opponent, we've all agreed in principle, in terms. Same shit Eddie says every day. We've agreed in terms. We've agreed in principle. You know what I'm saying? We got a fucking deal in place. We about to go now and sit down with Eric and Oscar and show them what we got. If they don't want it, okay, that's a different story. We'll take action from there. But right now, he could absolutely do what he wants and broker deals and come back to his client, Ryan, and say, look, this is what's on the table. You ready to go to your promoter who works for you? FYI, you making it sound like Golden Boy. Oh, there's no way a deal. Golden Boy don't own Ryan. Ryan works for Golden Boy works for Ryan. Let's get that clear. You tripping.
Sure.
And I'm being told that Lupe Valenciana is apparently very tight with Al Heyman. Powerful attorney, Guadalupe Valenciana. So just like I said, Google it.
Well, there was rumors that he used him when they were brokeraging the deal with what was the company that financed most of PBC? I don't know. You probably remember that better than I do.
Waddell and Reed.
Yes. So I heard he was on the team. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what somebody said. Yo, CRB1 says ESPN, Showtime, Fox will never do joint TV with DAZN. But they don't have to because Ryan's fight was on pay-per-view this weekend. Like, it was on pay-per-view. You could buy it. If you had AT&T, DirecTV, or Time Warner, where I'm from, you could have bought it. It was there to buy. I know a couple people that bought the pay-per-view. I try to tell them not to and to just order DAZN because it was, much more financially lucrative for them, but they didn't listen.
Mario, let me jump in and let you know we got our first guest, Melissa Odessa Parker, on the line. Melissa, how are you? Good morning. First and foremost, can you just turn that sideways so we get the landscape and it brings you close? There you go. Now you just got it. There you go. Okay. So we got Melissa Odessa Parker on the line, and we want to thank you, obviously, for taking out the time to do this interview early in the morning. And just give us an update. I know you're coming off of a big knockout win, and I'm being told you're already going into another fight, correct?
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I just fought a few weeks ago, and I'm now 3-0, an ABF champion, female champion, as they put on the belt. And I'm about to fight February 20th at the Orlando Resort. And hopefully it will be for world title because, man, getting a world title fight, it seems to be more of a struggle than I thought it would be.
So, I remember interviewing you before you turned pro, and now you're only 3 fights in, and you're saying it's a struggle to get a title fight? Like, did you have like a goal to become a champion in 2 fights or something, trying to not copy Lomachenko, but, do what he did? Because I've never really heard of a female wanting a title shot after 3 fights. Unless you're Clarissa Shields.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize how long I've been in this game. It's been almost 20 years. I took a break due to injury. I have the round experience. I'm a 9-time national champion, 3-time ringside world champion. I've won Golden Gloves in about 10 different states. So I don't need much time. I got in there and I told you what I was going to do, and then I did it. So for me, it's about being able to show that. I wanted to be able to do it for my second fight, and the sanctioning body declined it and was like, no, you can't do that. That's not the way it works. You gotta, do your 4 rounds, then your 6 rounds, then your 8. We want to do this the right way. And I was like, man, I start boxing and now y'all want to follow rules? Like, I don't want to do it this way. So I just fought a 6-rounder, but I got the KO in the first round. So hopefully the next one we can just go to 10. I don't need to work towards 8.
Hey, real quick, just to catch people up. Hey, Melissa, it's Mario here. I just want to let people know, Melissa is 9-time national champion, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and then she was on the world stage. She made the world team in 2016, but suffered a meniscus tear, or was it an ACL?
It was a full ACL tear.
Full ACL tear. Yes, and so that was the injury that she was speaking of, and that derailed, her. She had to take some time off, and so that's really what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to gain that momentum back, correct?
Yeah, I actually made the world team twice. I made it back in 2015, and then I made it in December of 2015, but it was for the 2016 team. But then I had tore my knee during practice for MMA, yeah. And I had to take a 2.5 years off. And then I came back, and then I wound up breaking my ankle, the fibula bone in my ankle. And I had to take another 6, almost 7 months off. So now I'm back, I'm wiser. I'm being more selective of how I train just to lower the risk of injury. And I've been able to fight every month back to back, and I've been feeling great.
Now, as far as your fight in Orlando, this is the first of a series that may take place in this particular casino, or is it a one-off in this casino in Orlando?
No, it's there's going to be multiple fights there. I believe there's going to be a card
6, right?
about every other month or every couple to few months, but it's going to be at the Orlando Resort.
Do you feel? I mean, I guess this is a loaded question, but do you feel blessed to have came back into the game at this point in time? Not only when women's boxing is excelling, but when the team that you're with has really all the avenues to put you out there. You know, not only are they making sure people seeing your fights by streaming them live on IFL, but they're keeping you busy during the pandemic when most people can't even get fights.
Most definitely. That's the reason when I wanted to turn pro, Andre Rozier, my head boxing coach and manager, I hit him up first and he said, let's do this. And right now he's making moves. He's getting things done. His passion for boxing and him wanting to make a change in boxing and put better matches together. I'm so fortunate to be able to have went with him for my pro team and have done it when I did it, because COVID's been hard on a lot of people. But for me, it opened doors because nobody was giving me a chance because I've been gone for 4 years. So this kind of gave me a way in to get the fights that I have.
So, what are some of the plans as far as moving forward? Not just in the ring, but I mean, because you're with Havoc, you know, Andre Rozier, and you know, last time you were on, we talked about, you know, so many of the different things that you do outside the sport. You know, your personality, your vibe, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I could see you as a commentator one day. Like, I could see you as, you know, somebody on TV, and you have that demeanor. So, what are some of the other things that are going on that you know, propel you forward?
Commentating is one of the things I have an interest in. I've been educating myself better on both past and current fighters, up and coming world champions, getting a little more familiar with male boxing because I tend to watch a lot more female because I'm usually just studying and trying to learn. Of course. But yeah, I would also love to get into acting if those doors open. Just I feel that I'm able to show my diversity and the talent that I have. I'm more than just an athlete, especially with my military background. I've also had several jobs as a realtor. So I've had a lot of life experience. So I think once those endorsements come and they're able to see that in me, that, oh, okay, she's not just this mean fighter always talking crap. She can actually talk. She can actually, you know, bring something to the table. I would definitely like to go down that avenue.
Melissa, so your last fight, it says you weighed in at 120. Are you trying to go down to 118 before? Because I thought we talked about you fighting at 130. What's going on?
Yeah, featherweight, right?
You're like at 122 and then 120.
So when I first came back, we were trying to figure it out because I was a little heavy. I'm actually coming down all the way from 168. And so we didn't want to worry about me having to drop weight. So my manager was like, hey, just go ahead and fight at this weight and see how you feel. And we came to realize quickly, like, I could hold my own at a heavyweight, but I'm still small and I'm still dropping a lot of weight once I'm in training camp. So now I'm working on keeping the weight on. So we went and we looked at the divisions. And because I fought for the NABF at 122, I wanted to go after that division and become undisputed, but the belt is tied up, and then they're waiting. There's a lot going on with the belt.
What do you mean tied up? What do you mean tied up?
So for the WBC right now, there's a interim champion. So she's the mandatory for her to have to fight. I need to understand this better because how long do you have in order to step up and fight the person, or you vacate and now the interim champion becomes the official champion? Because we reached out, we wanted to fight, but now it's tied up because they need to take care of business.
Yo, that is like the question that we
we just answered
for like
that
the last
one.
10 years.
No, we actually just got the answer from Mauricio. He was on our show on Sunday. Shout out to Mauricio for coming on a Sunday, and he was given his explanation of the lightweight situation in the males division, and he explained that an interim champion usually becomes an interim champion when the current champion either can't defend for legal reasons and or injury.
Injury,
but he definitely did not give timeline as to how long that injured champion.
But that's
has
the point
to come
she's
back.
making, though, and that's the point that I've been, because listen, I watch both MMA and boxing. Like, I remember being real young, and when there was an interim champion, the champion, when they came back, they immediately fought that interim champion. Like, that's the way it was always supposed to be. That's the way I understood what an interim title was when I was 10 years old. But now growing up and seeing that interim champions have defended for years before they ever got a shot. So it's like, you're absolutely right. It's a weird situation.
And what's also frustrating is if you look at the women's divisions, you have these girls with world titles jumping weight classes, trying to get vacant belts. So now you're a champion with these belts and you don't want to fight because now they want to give you a mandatory, or you don't know what weight class you want. For instance, we wanted to see if maybe the WBO belt would be open. The chick from Denmark is currently the champion. She's over here pondering whether she wants to go up in weight class or vacate. So here I am just twiddling my thumbs like, what do you want to do? Either vacate or let's do something, because I would have loved to go after 122. But it looks like I'm going to have to go down to 118 because there's no interim champion. I'll be able to fight the champion. I would really like to avoid going after vacant belts. I like that feeling of knowing I earned it. I went against who earned that strap. I'm taking it from you. So it kind of takes away that buildup of having an opponent, because it takes forever to even get an opponent. So now I can't even promote my fight the way I would like, because hey, you're fighting? Yeah, I'm fighting. Who are you fighting? Oh, I don't know. Are you fighting for a title? I'm not sure. So it puts me in a tough position.
Sucks,
and I not talk too much crap because it seems to turn promoters off.
That's crazy too.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, hey, I know what I can do. Just give me a chance. And I just had a top promotion turn me down because they said they don't feel like I've shown enough. And I'm like, who's doing what I've done in 3 fights? But
turn you down to do what? To sign you or to give you a fight at their champ?
To give me a fight and possibly sign me.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about that. Like you just said, who's doing what I've done? And I noticed that immediately. It's like you're fighting girls with winning records. Now, I'm not going to try and lie to my listeners like they're all 10-0, but they're at least undefeated 1-0 girls, where normally the development route doesn't work that way. You get them in there either with a debuter or someone that is losing, not someone that is as confident as the person that you're, trying to bring up the ladder. So did you have anything to do with the matchmaking, or is that solely your team? Or did you say look, I want to make sure the girls I fight are not losing and don't have losing records?
Most definitely. I've gotten into some matches with my manager because of it. He tries to explain to me, look, the way things are, we're going to kind of have to take certain fights that we don't want to, but it's to stay active. And I'm like, no, I'll just spar. I'm not looking to fight girls with losing records. I want to fight girls who have been active. And all my opponents have been active in the amateurs and then went straight into the pros. And my last opponent, she was like a national champion. She's won Golden Gloves. So she had a legit boxing background and she came to win, but I'm glad I had an answer.
So that was a nice knockdown. Beautiful
step
counter.
Back left hook.
That
Thank
was
you.
Very,
I
very
was
good.
actually supposed to fight a former world champion, and then I guess she got into some trouble and got indefinitely suspended from boxing. And then we reach out to either people who were former world champions or up and comings who were 7-0, 10-0, and it just seems like we're getting turned down. All of a sudden they have mandatories or they're moving weight classes. So it's just hard because a lot of people aren't wanting to fight me, and I get it. You don't want to be that person that I'm supposed to be a 0-1. My first fight, I was actually on the B side. I was meant to lose. So I'm putting myself in positions where I want to show what I have. I want to earn what I have. I'm not looking to pad my record. I'm not looking to just grab fights just because they present themselves, because we actually turned down a few fights. They want me to fight 135. I'm still pretty small. I'm not trying to jump that high yet.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
I was actually going to ask because, obviously the way that you've been taking fights, they have you ranked in the 130s. And like Shelly Vincent, Maureen Shea, and Heather Hardy, those are some huge names for you, especially with the connections of Havoc in New York City. That could be like a good Brooklyn or, New York City fight. But obviously you're going the opposite way. And, two of those girls are like 38, 39. They're ready to be clipped at this point. So, it would be good names. But again, now we found out today you're going the opposite direction, lower, which is impressive because then you'll come back up in the future, I'm assuming.
Oh, most definitely. I'll let all the big girls fight it out. Right now, it's exciting. You have a lot of fights lined up for them. So I'm excited to see what happens in that division. Me jumping in isn't going to make it more exciting. Right now, I got to build myself up. And so what better way than while I still feel good, cut the weight, while I can hold it and start at bantamweight, go super, and then look at the featherweight division.
Yo, I want to know who that, and obviously we're live, so I know you're not going to tell us, and I don't expect you to, but I want to know who that promoter was, because, it's like, you see like the Jessica McCaskills of the world, right, the Franchons, they've shown us, Clarissas, they've shown us, like, their personalities, Majenovic, I think is how you say it, the Jelena from Canada, they've all shown like that they can be attraction, like they've grown their fan base just with their personalities and things like that, and these are the people that I think are going to be at the forefront in the next 5 years. I expect women's boxing to be in a very different place. And so I don't know. I just can't understand like why a company wouldn't just take the risk in their opinion, right? Because they're saying that they haven't seen enough or whatever. But yeah, that's crazy to me. That's super crazy.
I tend to put people on blast.
Word.
So I'm trying to be a little more modest right now. I definitely want to show the different sides of me.
No, we don't want to get you in trouble.
No, I don't want the modest side. Put them on blast.
Yeah, I wish, but right now we're trying to build bridges, not burn them. So
of course.
If that's how they feel, I definitely want to respect it. It's only going to fuel my fire to come back harder. And hopefully I can wind up being in a position where it's like, oh, you're interested in me? Well, now they're interested in me. So what do you have to offer? And a lot of women haven't been able to be in that position. You got to take what you can get. And right now, there's very few promotions that are big names running things. You have Matchroom Boxing. You have Top Rank. A lot of people don't even know about some of the others. I believe it's like PBC and a few others that are holding cards, but they're not really putting on televised cards right now. So you're even more limited because a lot of places aren't fighting. So you're just fighting and then hoping someone shows interest, because even if you reach out, you're getting turned down because it's like, well, we're really not signing anyone right now. Well, we still got to put our fighters on and our cards are limited. So hopefully when things start to get a little better, I'll have more opportunities to get with a promotion. Even if they don't sign me, at least put me on there and see what I can do. Let me fight one of your girls, because
exactly.
Even at 118, I'm having trouble. At 122, the belt's tied up. At 118, I'm being told that she has a mandatory. And I'm like, since when we have mandatories? I call you out and now you have a mandatory? Yeah, whatever. Protect your fighter. It's all good.
No, and that's
Luna.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I could say that name. That was Luna at 118. What up?
Yo, no, you're absolutely right, because they got moms out here, getting starched in under a second. And it's like, at least give you that shot, like, because you said it perfectly. That's what I don't understand. I would love to have a promoter right here, right now, so I could say, okay, give her an answer. Like, why not give her that fight, right? Because what skin off of is it of your back? She loses, and that was it. She wins. Hey, you get a shot to sign her. I don't understand. Like, I really don't get it, but.
Yeah, and another big thing is money, I don't know how much money they're losing on these cards, especially if you're not having a crowd, but that's
a good point.
These fighters, they want money. Like, I had a girl who, she's like, sure, I'll fight you for the NABF, but I want 20,000. And I'm like, are you on crack? Like, people fighting for world titles, they're not fighting for 20,000. You better go sit down somewhere.
That's funny.
Hey, what happened?
We got a few questions from the people. Jab Left Hook says, "What's up, Queen? I seen you put Superbad on notice. Can we expect to see that sometime in the future?" For those that don't know, Superbad is Sinisa Estrada, but she fights at 108 pounds. Is that even a real fight for you?
Nah, unless she can make it to, what is the next one? I think they got a 115 and a 118 or 117. If there was money behind it, because I fight at 115 for MMA, so I can make the weight. But to go down to that weight, it's got to make sense. And if I'm gonna fight someone with that name, you got to be talking some money, because I'm not gonna go through a weight cut like that, and it won't even be televised, and I won't even get paid. So those things have to come with it.
Her fight will be televised. Her last fight was a tune-up. It was televised. It went viral. And does the money have to necessarily be as high as you just made it seem? Because she is a world champion. She's the WBC champ. Well, I guess silver champ, Guess that doesn't...
Then that's another thing. We got all these variations of belts. Like, it gives me a headache. I'm like, silver, gold, bronze. Like, am I back in the amateurs? You even got the junior one. I think the junior title was pretty cool, though. 25 and under. But all these other ones, it's like, All right. But when it comes to her, I wouldn't mind making that weight only because I'm already fighting solo. But if they wanted to make it happen, like I said, because it is solo, the enticing part for me has got to be pay me. She's a world champion. She's with a good promotion. Let's pay me and then we can talk. But if y'all just gonna use me to try to make her look good, even though the outcome's not gonna go in her favor, it ain't happening.
All right, we got another one from Mr. Adore that says, "Now that you are the NABF champ, you are on track for a WBC shot. How many fights before you see yourself taking on the WBC Super Bantamweight champion, Yameleth Mercado?"
Mira, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So right now, Rachel Bell is the interim champion. So unless Mercado steps up and says, all right, let's fight, we have to wait until they vacate the title, and then Rachel becomes the actual champion. So that belt is tied up. So then I went down to 118 and said, okay, WBC champion, let's do this, Luna. All of a sudden, she has a mandatory. So I'm trying. It's just not working out.
Well, you're definitely on a fast track, so that's exciting. Carlito in the UK says, "What's good, Melissa? Congratulations on your recent KO victory of Brittany Sims. That was a hell of a left you dropped her with. Who do you envision as your super fight? And in your opinion, who is the face of women's boxing?"
Right now, I would say the face of women's boxing, but thank you so much. I'm so glad all of y'all enjoyed that KO. But right now, I would say the face of women's boxing would be Katie Taylor, only because she was able to stay active and she jumped in there and she was fighting top girls. She also wasn't looking just to get her feet wet. Like, she dived in, and she dived in pretty fast and hard, so I admire that. And I would say right behind her would be Clarissa, but Katie was more active, so that's the only reason I would put her slightly above her.
All right, next one's coming in from New Orleans, JMac504. He says, "Good morning. I have two daughters that are young elite level athletes, one in basketball, track, and gymnastics. Mental fortitude and self-accountability is something I built their foundations on. My question to you is, besides passion, what keeps you motivated and founded to such a competitive and controversial sport in and out of the ring?"
My desire to feel alive. So much is going on in the world that there's so much to bring you down. I felt almost like in a depressed state when I didn't have fighting in my life, because I've been doing it for so long and I missed it. So now that I have the opportunity, there are times where I run and I'll just run extra miles, because at one point I was told I wouldn't be able to even walk straight. I was walking with a limp. I had high vertigo. I'm like falling over like a vieja. So I look at life now and as an optimist instead of being so pessimistic, because sometimes I tend to see the bad in things and trying to see the good in it. So even now with fighting, I go, man, I really want a world title. I want to show the world what I can do. I want to do things that leave people going, yo, she really did it. I want to bring excitement back. So I hold on to those things to keep motivating me. And then once again, my kids, you know, they're definitely a factor. I feel you should always finish what you started. And I have unfinished business in this sport.
Can I jump in and ask a slightly personal question? When we first interviewed you, you went by Odessa, and now you've added Parker. Did you get married in between these two interviews?
Look, let me tell you. I keep telling everybody, mira, call me Melissa Odessa. Just Melissa Odessa. If you want to call me Odessa, that's fine. I'm so over last names. I've had two now, Maiden, and then for my ex-husband. I like my first two names. Let's go with that. But it just seems like when I try to tell people, there's a little confusion. They're so used to Melissa Parker, or then they go Odessa Parker. So I kind of just backed off, and I'm like, use whichever legal name you like.
All right.
Next was coming in from Bros. He says, what part of Texas you rep? Blessings, praying emoji hands from Lubbock, Texas.
Houston. I'm out here in Houston, repping Houston, the Tombo and Spring area. What up?
I want to jump back in because I follow you on social media, and I see that you do that a lot. Like, how is that for you? If you could give us detail, because I feel like I see you some days in Brooklyn, and then all of a sudden you're in an MMA gym in Texas. How often are you flying back and forth?
It depends on my children at this point, because now that they're back in school and they're in sports, it's important to me to make it if I can. So, for instance, if my daughter has a basketball game, I may fly in for 2 to 3 days. I like to do part of my camps in New York with my team. But when I'm here in Houston for my kids, my MMA head coach, Adam Copley, he handles my boxing training camp. So, for instance, right now, I'll be training in Houston, Texas until mid-January, and then I'm going to finish up my last 4 weeks in New York. That way, I still have time with the kids, and I'm not away from them for too long. But I might fly back for a couple days. So that's why you'll see me back and forth is for my kids.
All right, next one's coming in from Brandon Maurice, and he says, if the government allowed you to commit all... What is he going with this? If the government allowed you to commit all the crimes you wanted for one full day without any consequences on some purge type-ish, would you participate? And if so, what you gonna do?
I'm hitting up all them banks. Who's joining?
Yo, Melissa,
I'm making money right now.
Melissa,
so
let me interrupt.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
My co-host is over here choking up because he sees that the next words from Brandon are, I would rob 6 banks, and you stole the words out Brandon's mouth.
Hey, yo, Brandon, what are you doing to me?
Brandon says I would rob like 6 banks and hijack a plane and, oh my God, kill Zimmerman, George Zimmerman. This guy's terrible.
The question is, what country we going to after these 24 hours is up?
Yo, what was that? What was that series on Netflix? That's what you guys sound like right now. With the mask.
The Purge?
No, the one with the mask on Netflix where they were
House of Cards.
House of Cards, where they broke into the banks.
Yeah, when they broke into the bank.
Yeah, that was a good one. I see now.
Real good one.
I watched it in Spanish. Did you?
In Spanish?
Yeah, with the little captions.
No,
I need
because
to
you
practice Spanish more, so I'm starting to do that. I put on Spanish music. Sometimes I put on cartoons, like I watch Teen Titans in Spanish, and I read the captions. So
it helps. It really helps.
Better, you know, having family from Puerto Rico, it's important to me that I start sharpening up.
The name of the series is called Money Heist, not House of Cards. Money Heist.
Money Heist.
Where they had like these red.
In Spanish, I think it's Casa de Cartas or something like
De
that.
Papel, I think it was like.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, yeah, I watched it in Spanish. My girl preferred to see it in Spanish, and you know, it was a little difficult. I was born here as well, but I think that it was better in the native tongue because I don't know.
It's a different swag too.
I agree. Some things are better in their native tongue. Yeah. Like when I watch anime, I love Attack on Titan. I listen to it with the captions because it just takes away the drama if you listen to it in English.
Next was coming in from King Amin of Essex. This is from Newark, New Jersey. Says, peace, champ. Do you feel like you could make the jump to MMA if Clarissa Shield does well as far as the bigger financial gain, or is your heart and mind focused on the career in boxing?
Mira, let me tell y'all something. I consider myself the triathlete of combat sports. I do boxing, I do MMA, and I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My first amateur MMA fight was in 2015, before all these female boxers started jumping on the bandwagon for a payday. I actually fell in love with the sport. Even while I'm in training camp, I do a lot of private sessions or closed sessions with just the fight team, and I stay current in my MMA training. It's just right now, I want to stack up my belts in boxing. I don't want to keep jumping back and forth, but I'll be making my MMA pro debut most likely sometime next year or later this year.
Wow.
Are there any fights that we can see in MMA?
Actually, there is. My very, very first MMA fight is on YouTube. So if you put in MMA Melissa Parker, it will pull up. And it was against, Sunshine Chelsea Howard. So you can actually watch that. That one ended in the first round too. So
what'd you do? You put her in the armbar? What'd you do?
I outstriked her. It went down to the ground. I was able to maintain top position. She went for a few submission attempts, like to get my arm in the armbar, and I slammed her. And
I gotta see that. Dang.
Actually threw like a few kicks and knees. I have so much fun in that sport.
That's awesome, man. Ruin the 504 has the next one for you. He's from New Orleans, and he asked, how do you feel about 3-minute rounds and 12-rounders for women's boxing?
I would love to see it move to 3 minutes for several reasons. One, you know how much I pissed the guys off when I got to switch to 2 minutes so I can work on my pace? That sucks. And then I feel as a pro, we should be able to showcase our talent. So with 3 minutes, we can calm down and we don't have to come out there feeling rushed. I think that's part of the reason a lot of women look sloppy too, because of the rush of knowing they just have 2 minutes.
It's like amateur style fighting almost, right?
By the time you really get into your groove, the bell rings. You know how many females I would have stopped if I had 3 minutes, because towards the end of the 2 minutes, I find my groove and they really can't handle it. I think that's going to show the difference in caliber of athletes and having 3 minutes to see you be able to withstand and what you bring within those 3 minutes.
Let me...
12, it don't really matter to me. 10 or 12, I'm more concerned about the minutes, though.
Let me jump in and ask you a few questions on that subject. So we have our own little... what we like to call like a boxing version of a bowling league where... this time it's for March 13th, it'll be 40 of us get together.
Like novice fighters fighting, it's like amateur style.
So we use amateur and pro rules. We use headgear and 16-ounce gloves, and we use 2-minute rounds. And because you brought up 2-minute rounds and having to slow down with your team and your coach from the 3-minute men rounds to the 2 minutes to adjust to your pace, when do you start doing that? Because in the gym that I met you, Terrific would make me train 3 minutes knowing that I'm in a 2-minute fight, and I'm like, coach, I need to fight for the 2 minutes because these guys are coming at me, and over here it's 3 minutes and we're a little more relaxed. So when do you switch it from 3 to 2 and back and forth?
I only switched to 2 minutes in the final few weeks just so I could work on pacing myself, because 2 minutes don't give you enough time to work on things. There are times where we do even more minutes. I'm used to going 5-minute rounds. So there are times where I'll go a whole 5 minutes, but most of the time it's 3 minutes so you can really work on stuff. People don't realize when you're going in there to spar, it's live, but you're not trying to kill your partner. You're actually trying to be more tactical, and you're looking for the things that you've been working on. It's almost like drilling, but for boxing. And during sparring, that's when you get to do it. I prefer the 3 minutes, so I'll usually do it 2.5 weeks out. So maybe like my last 4 sparring sessions would be for 2 minutes, but not more than that.
And you just brought up sparring not being abuse. If a sparring partner dropped you 2 times to the body in the same sparring session, would you consider that abuse?
Man, we're gonna have some problems when we take them gloves off. Like, you gotta take care of your partners. If you drop the person the first time, you can tell how they may not be recovering. So now you either just showboating, you feeling yourself, or you really don't like that person. Because there's a few partners I have that I'm ripping at you because I don't plan on us sparring again. So let's go. But you want to take care of the ones who are your consistent partners. So if you drop someone twice with the same shot in 1 round, that's telling me that you're looking out for you.
Trying to show off.
That?
My co-host is preparing for a fight. He's actually in Texas, but he's way too far from you. But he's preparing for a fight in the league that we're talking about. And I'm not gonna say the fighter who's training him, but he dropped him twice. And I'm like, bro, stop training with this dude. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be sparring right now. Based off of what I seen, you shouldn't be sparring. Like, let's work on technique. You need to show me you're good on the pads.
There were open body shots, first of all. Okay, they were open body shots. That it wasn't like a thing where like it was just the right spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took my air out. It was right in the solar plex. Like,
how much more advanced was he than you?
He's a pro.
One of them was a pro, and one of them was
so he wasn't supposed to do that.
He wasn't supposed to do it twice. You've never had an amateur fight in your life.
If I got a guy who's green who's coming in the ring with me, I'm gonna work with him. I'm not gonna abuse him. I already know I could take him.
I just wanted her to tell you because he wouldn't believe
also,
me.
Melissa, though, it's extremely difficult to find sparring.
Yeah, he's in Corpus.
Too. Like, I'm in Corpus. I'm in a place that's like 250,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's extremely hard to find sparring for me.
But this is the thing. You know, an educated fighter knows that if you're hurting somebody with a certain shot and they're not prepared for it, you start working on other things, or you pull on it and you keep doing it, but showing them, hey, it's open. Like me, I catch a lot of people with an uppercut. Imagine me ripping with an uppercut during my sparring when I'm working with some of the up and coming amateurs that actually give me really decent sparring out here in Houston. If I see it a little too hard, I start pulling. If I see they're not moving and they're not able to get there yet, then I change my game up because they're already aware of what they need to work on. We're going to spar again, so believe I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to refrain from doing it now. So now I'm going to switch to a hook and see if maybe you could block that. But then I also let them know, like, hey, you need to work on certain things. Like, hey, you need to come down and turn sideways and block that body shot, or you need to move your head, or hey, you showing me what you're about to throw. That's why I catch and I come over the top. So I'm a little disappointed that knowing you're new to it, he's not putting a little more like, hey, I caught you with it because of this. You may want to block it more. I had to back off instead of doing it twice. I don't like stuff like that.
Me neither.
So. I don't like that stuff either.
You got these weirdos in the chat talking about Ness trying to embarrass him. No, he didn't want to believe me, so I want a professional to tell him.
It's not that I didn't want to believe you. It's that
it's time to move on.
Yeah.
That's all. I just want you to hear it so that you know it's time to move on. You could only grow as far as your teacher. Your teacher
and people that really got love for you really want to see you grow. You know what I mean? Because
definitely
you could go into other gyms and like it'll be like, all right, we going into the other gym.
Yeah, the Lions
competitive spirit, comes up and all that. But if I'm going into the gym, champ, and I'm trying to work with you and I'm trying to learn, and I'm green. Why you putting me down?
No, but that's the thing. Where I go, they don't even let me spar.
Yeah, because I set this up myself. Wasn't ready. They knew.
No, exactly.
That's you have to be at a certain level before you even get put in the ring to spar.
No, and that's what they've told me. You know what I'm saying? But it was a situation where it's like, damn, March is gonna be here. I mean, what was it? 64 days, 63 days, whatever.
I get it.
And I was like, damn, I need some.
You're trying to get it wherever you can get it.
Exactly. And it was like a different gym. Like, it wasn't even the gym I go to.
Let me tell you something. One of the things that I've changed in my camp is less sparring, and it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Really?
So if you could heed to these words, you're new. There's a lot you need to learn. Do not rush sparring, because I'm telling you, I believe you can have maybe just 2 sparring sessions. But if you're getting your mitt work, you're getting your conditioning in, you're putting your bag work in, you're working on your timing, your footwork, you're putting the whole recipe together, all your ingredients, it's going to come out just right. People focus too much on the sparring when they first start. it's not as needed as you think, and you don't need to take that kind of damage so early on. And it honestly sounds like you're not ready for it. There's some things you still need to work on. So focus on that and let yourself just build up and be excited to get to the sparring. But trust in your team and slow down, because one injury and you're done. Chances of coming back nowadays with certain injuries are really hard, and you may not even fight the same, and you don't want to ruin your mental before you even start in this game.
No, and to be honest with you, it wasn't even the physical, it was the mental. Like, I think it was like a pride thing. Like, I knew there was no chance I was ever gonna outbest them. You know what I'm saying? Like, both those guys have been training since they were 7 and 8 years old. I mean, they both have a lineage of fight history from their dads and their grandpas, great grandpas. So there was never any point where I thought, oh, I'm gonna get the better of them. But still, like, to go in there and get, beat up, it like.
Oh, did he freeze? Why on the word beat up?
Shit, I froze? My bad.
Yeah, you froze on the word beat up.
Oh, yeah. No, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a mental thing where it was like, yo, I don't even know if this is for me. But reacting because I got beat so bad. You get what I'm saying? So, it wasn't even the physical. It was like the mental. Definitely.
Definitely can't play in this sport. So, sometimes I like to like that because it shows you I like them.
You got to be more calculated.
But I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Melissa, have you ever sparred with I don't know her first name, but last name Elliott? She's young. She's the sister of Kasha Elliott.
Rashida?
Is she she's like a big amateur. She's just young. I think she might be 17, 18. She might be maybe 17 or 18, maybe.
Yeah, if you're talking about Ella's sister, the name sounds familiar. I actually fought her back in the amateurs and in Providence. Is she from that area?
Or I think they're from up here, from Jersey.
From Jersey? Then I don't think so. If she's from Jersey, I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah, but the name's not really ringing a clear bell.
We had one more from Patreon. If you wanted if you had some time left, it's a Big Casual who says, "Good morning, Queen. Top 5 favorite boxers of all time."
Yay.
So, which are the top 5 boxers of all time for you?
I said I was in his top 5. I was like, already.
Watch him come back and put some
top 5. Don't worry.
Let's go, champ.
I'm gonna say me 5 times, but I don't want to do that.
Let's go.
I do like to watch a lot of boxing from like the 80s and 90s. Like, one of the people I admire is Jamie Clampett, because when I first came on the scene, I saw her fight in a pro fight, and I was like, yo, look at this white girl scrapping. Like, I never see nothing like that. And it excited me to start looking at the female pros more. So there's women who have paved the way before me that I enjoy watching and looking at their style and how they fought. But I don't really have any favorites other than that, and that's because it's attached to a memory.
That was the last one there on Patreon.
Well, Melissa, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on and answering all our questions. We look forward to you making a new announcement on your next fight, and we'll get you back on so that you can let the world know who you're going to be taking on and what the next plans are. But once again, thank you. If you can, give out any social media where you want anyone to follow you at, and stay updated on Melissa Odessa.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Twitter, Melissa Odessa. You can also follow me on Instagram at Bella_Bestia86, or you could just find me also under Melissa Odessa Parker on my Instagram. I do not have a Facebook, so IG is the only way you'll be able to catch some content on me.
They gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
All right. Well, thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your day, and like I said, we look forward to getting you back on.
Thanks, most Melissa. Definitely. It's been a pleasure, guys. See you.
Bye. Toma. Yo, so, damn, we didn't even ask her about the freaking topic. You guys suck. Nobody asked her thoughts on the subject.
And that's because she said that she's been doing more research on men and trying. Because I think she would be really good at commentating. Like maybe not like commentating like what's it called? What's the difference between like a color commentator and a
actual
play by play guy?
Yeah,
but like I think she's got first of all, she speaks really well. Second of all, she's got a vibe. Like as soon as she came on, like the whole aura just changed. You know what I mean? She's got this presence about her. So I think she could do acting too, to be honest with you.
Yo, the Rosie Perez
when
thing
you said acting,
it's like so there.
It's so funny when you said acting. I was gonna say, well, she definitely could do Rosie Perez voiceover.
Imagine she could do the story, bro. Rosie Perez story, like Rosie Perez. She's been she's a legend.
Let's go out to the callers. It is that time. You already know the number to call in: 14255-6950-241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
What up? We going out to Midi.
Hadouken!
Coach, you rocking out?
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped the fighter's ass, but that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious, do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
My God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your red rent free.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute quick enough, man. I can't talk. I'm doing some work, man.
Don't ask me that question.
You're the man, champ. You're the man. We going to Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Chee.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We hear you.
My bad. Ness, you gotta let motherfuckers have time to unmute.
That's do me with the sound bites. God damn. You gotta stop assuming.
I had to hit you with them, champ.
Hey, so Teofimo versus Teofimo said he wants to fight Gervonta Davis. Or he should fight him first.
He wants to tank.
Yeah, man, I think that should happen. But Ryan's been calling him out, and I could have swore that dude's going to 140. So, I don't know. I still want to see that fight too. But I feel like Ryan wants, what's his name before he does that. Sorry, you guys caught me off guard working and shit. But yeah, so I still would like to see maybe if Ryan can want to challenge Teofimo. I mean, why not? If he's so great, I mean,
because
Gervonta can't happen.
Because Teofimo's saying that Gervonta's the one scared. What Ryan got to do with it?
That Gervonta's scared?
Yeah.
I thought he was moving to 140 though.
I mean, why he got to move to 140? He wanted the fight. He said, "Yeah, he's scared."
No, because remember when he beat Loma, he said he's moving to 140.
Not yet.
Why you rushing him?
I wasn't saying it was rushing him, but I could have sworn he said that.
You don't want him to stay
He
there.
He did say that they would think about it. But
Neo wants to smoke, man. Cut it. Where Mr. Anderson at, man? No, Mr. Anderson is.
What happened?
What was Mr. Smith? That's his name, Mr. Smith.
Smith, yeah.
Izzy, welcome back, welcome back,
Yes, I'm
welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome
Hey, Izzy, what's up, dog?
Hey. That is one of the best. That's one of the best theme songs in the world. I love that, Mr. Carter. Man, I just hopped on the interview. I didn't get the topic. Sounds like T.O. I heard or I read that T.O. wants some Gervonta smoke, and they're saying he's scared. I don't think he's actually scared as a fighter. I don't know about the promotional side, as I hate that side of boxing anymore. I'm getting so sick of it. I will say that at 135 and 140, I think I'm going to put T.O. on a different level to everyone. I would not bet against him. I didn't bet against him, but I didn't think he was going to beat Comey. He did. I didn't think he's going to beat Loma. He did. I'm not doubting T.O. until he loses. So that's my call, y'all. Welcome back. Thanks for having me back.
No problem.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Yo, Ness, you see Blog Talk?
I see Blog Talk.
And I know you can do it, man. You got the.
Francis the praying mantis in sniper mode. What's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, there he is. You all good, champ? I saw you jump on. Like, I saw you jump on, and I saw your whole background was messed up.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying that you had computer problems.
Yeah, computer just acting a fool this morning, so I just let it just cool out and do what it do, man. I'm checking y'all out, man. I was gonna jump on in the middle of the interview, but let's wait till it finished and get on with you guys. What's up, though, man? Shout out to everybody. Thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, man, because without him, none of this would be possible. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Chilling.
Yo, bro.
What
about
why
that?
Why T.O. saying your man scared, though?
Scared, y'all.
What they say, my man scared?
That's
Yeah, he popping out on TMZ saying,
you know, he's scared. You know who's really scared? These Blog Talk callers that keep dropping off.
They keep dropping off.
Yo.
Bro, I've done like 4 of them, and they keep dropping off.
I don't expect T.O. to say anything different, man. When you holding all them titles, man, and you feel like you the man, that's what, like, you know what I'm saying, be undisputed or unified. That's the feeling, like you the man. You know, you feel like the man when you walk through. Everybody gotta look at you. That's how he feeling. So of course he gonna shoot off at the mouth and do that. But he know what's good though.
What's good?
What's good is he don't want no problems with Tank. None.
And why is that?
Because he's going night.
Who?
He's going night.
T.O.?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So T.O. gets knocked out by Tank Davis is your official opinion and prediction.
If they were to fight, T.O. knocks Gervonta knocks out T.O.
I don't think it happens that easy for him. I mean,
I never said it was gonna be easy. I never said it was gonna be easy.
I mean, knocking
Francis
somebody
said,
out playing
ride for man, straight die for man. He riding hard for Tank.
I remember they sitting up here saying that Ryan, shout out to Bill Haney. He said Ryan threw the scales out the window and dogged Luke Campbell to get that knockout. At some time, at some point in the fight, you got to throw the skills and just dog it. We know Tank got dog in him, so that's
not T.O. who faced the best opponent out of every 135 and 130 out there. He ain't got the dog. He ain't showed dog by taking on the Lion.
Bro, he showed he
had heart.
He took on the Lion. You lying.
Not dog, heart. Because dog would have been like, yo, I'm going to get this small ass dude up out of here.
Dogo.
Shots fired.
I'd have been like, yo, Lomachenko, punch me in the face because I'm going to knock you the fuck out. No, instead box, I'm going to stay here and box because it's too easy. I can do this easy for 12 rounds. I'm going to show you I can outbox you.
Race to 7.
But if you wanted to, I agree with you. But if we're talking about dog, definitely we can see that Ryan showed more dog than T.O.
What? Why? Because he had to? Because he went down, had to get scraped up?
More heart, because when T.O. showed more heart, because he took on the bigger challenge. We're talking. That's how I see it. Anyways, what's up, guys?
Chilling, man. You got Kent Stone on the super chat. He says Campbell beats Linares in a rematch at this stage. I think
we got something that we got to get to. Noel G in Dallas says only fight Mayweather would allow Tank to fight is Ryan. Everyone should be calling out the champ with the belts. T.O. versus Tank is bigger than Ryan Tank.
We read that one.
Yeah, it's all good. We give him the second go around.
Did you do Chizzies too?
Yeah.
Did you do experts?
Yeah.
About cherry picking, just saying it's Mario? Damn.
Yeah, champ, I'm on it. LV Slugger.
What about CRB 1?
Mario took care of that.
Yeah, we did that one.
Oh, shit. Y'all on the point.
Come on, little champ and Lampa. LV Slugger says, isn't Tio unified champ at 135? Question. Tank don't have a belt at 135.
He got a regular.
Tio is arguably the undisputed champ at 135.
But you want Tank.
He's got a regular. No. Listen.
Whoa. Let him finish the super chat real quick.
Yeah, y'all be dicing me up.
Fuck that super chat.
But you want Tank. Tank is clearly the A side. And Big Fish in both 130 and 135 divisions.
Negative is exactly.
Oh no, champ.
Listen. It's exactly what Bill Haney said. It's exactly what Bill Haney said, bruh. You the mandatory. You should be chasing the champ. Tank the regular. He should be chasing the super champ. You the regular. You should be chasing the super champ. The way Thurman was chasing fucking Mayweather. Let's go.
No, you're right. And yo, that's coming from the father manager of, you know what I'm saying, one of the fighters. Like when do you ever hear someone say that in that position? You know what I'm saying? And I usually agree with LV, so just saying.
A lot of Tank fans, man. I see y'all, man.
Yo,
Ken
they
Stone.
telling us that something's going on with Blog Talk, that it's dropping people, and I just got another
I don't know. Let me check
message
Devontae. The best dad. You there? Hey yo, you hear me?
Call Blog Talk the taxi cab driver. Dropping them off.
Yeah, it's off. They're saying that they can't hear us, first of all. And second of all, they keep getting dropped. So I think Blog Talk is down.
Oh, shit. Blog Talk is down.
Yo, thanks to everybody who just reached out to me to let us know.
Yes.
It's important that we know.
It's important. Super important. We're going to do that right now. We're going to get that straightened out for y'all. My co-host going to hold it down while I address the issues in the background.
Battling the Smith agents in the background, but in the meantime, I just want to get back to the Tank versus Tio thing, and how my man Francis the Praying Mantis feels like he'll knock him out. We got to get into a little bit of that, and we don't got to get all critical about it, but we can talk about it, right?
Nah, fuck that. He wrong. No,
he wrong. No, just kidding. Nah, listen, Teofimo's shown heart, grit. He's never been knocked out. He's fought guys, tough guys. I mean, Nakatani's a tough guy, right?
Hell yeah. Now we know. Now we know he really tough after he killed Verdejo like that.
So, for you to say that he's gonna knock him out, I mean, look.
Can I tell you why before you continue?
And you will.
Because Nakatani ain't Tank.
There's 1 2-second thing that I gotta just direct you to.
Talk to me.
Yo,
who has he knocked out that gives you the confidence, right?
Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, that was a crazy KO, but it can't just be solely on that. It can't. Leo was the little guy coming up. You just can't give it. You got to give me more, champion.
Stop it. So was Lomachenko the little guy.
But he was.
But Leo, that's nobody talking to you in the back.
Leo's 122, dog. Leo's
Alex,
122.
So we're saying, get out of here. Yo, we're saying, Alex, what I'm saying to you is that the reason why I say it definitely would be what happened because Tio, when he knocked out Comey, it was in an exchange, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of his knockout punches comes in exchange for Tio. Right?
And sort of like a counter punching.
Right. Sounding like you throw a hook and you throw straight. Like what if and Gervonta with speed and power and timing, I feel like if they both connect, I feel like Gervonta got more power in my estimation. That's just me looking at the two. I could be very, very, very wrong.
No. As far as power, you could be very, very right. What I'm saying is that the confidence. I want to know where your confidence comes from, your guy, right?
Because I tell you, when Tio fought, like most recent, right? What have you done for me lately? When Tio fought Lomachenko, right? He was catching him in the exchanges, and Lomo realized in the exchanges, like, yo, this guy hits really hard, right? So I'm gonna be very careful of how much punches I take, either coming in or going out, right? And in those exchanges, and that's why if you realize, if you would exchange more with Tio would have knocked him out. I believe that personally. If Lomo would have exchanged more in the pocket with Tio would have knocked him out, smooth out. But he didn't give Tio that type. He didn't give Loma didn't give Tio that type of opportunity. But with the way that Tank fights and the way that Tio fights, the opportunities will be there. Is what I'm saying.
All right, I get you. So it's gonna be. So you see it as a fight that's gonna be more. How do you say? Mid-range to in the phone booth kind of fight. You feel like it's not going to be a technical fight, because I like to see Tio
fight because both of them can box. Both and that's just, it's a boxer puncher. Both of them can box and they both can punch in terms of Tank and Tio. Let's not diminish their skills and what they have done. They both excellent boxer punchers. But if we're talking to both going up against each other, when I'm talking about an exchange, it's not going to be at a long range where Loma's going to take 2 or 3 and he's going to spin for like 2 or 3 minutes. Where Tank, they gonna stay pretty close enough to each other throwing punches. You know what I'm saying?
So what I get the sense from you is that you believe in Tank's power, like you believe in Deontay Wilder's power.
He's the only person that I feel like got that type of power.
Got that type of power. I mean, that's fair.
How far are you in the fight? Equalizer, and that's why I stand on my 10 when it comes to Tank and the power, because this is what I believe.
No,
I'm entitled to my opinion, but yeah.
No. Look, if you're saying is because you believe in that power, and look, he's shown it time again. That's that's your opinion, and that's okay. I was just trying to get to the meat of things of where you thought that it might happen, as far as like the guys that he's knocked out in the past and the guys that Tio has fought and stuff like that. But if it just relies on the power, and you feel like at any given moment in the fight, Gervonta could land that and
with either hand
and make it a huge upset, then that's fair. I just feel like Teofimo is too slick to be caught up with any of those power punches that, like, let's say maybe Santa Cruz.
I agree with you.
So we're really right there with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing behind my guy on his skill set. You're saying the power is there, and I'm not saying he ain't skilled, right? But like his power superior in your opinion to Tio's,
and his power supersedes that talent. That's how much power Tank got. Tank can box. He can box. But his power always overshadows his boxing ability because he gets them guys out of there.
And now that you're going, if you're gonna go up against the champ, I mean, it's gonna be different. And Tio's bigger, bro. He's not little. So I mean, look, it's gonna be a fun fight to see if it does happen. But we were also talking about maybe Haney and Garcia, or what was best to come up next. You know what I'm saying? Is Ryan Tank the next fight? Is Tio Tank the next fight? A lot of guys are calling out Tank and saying that he's scared. What are you thinking?
The next big fight out of that bunch, or I would say the biggest fight, not the next big, but the biggest fight in my opinion is Tank and Ryan. But what's the next legitimate fight? Man, it's so tough right now, because I could give you a reason why all those fights don't happen and why all those fights should happen. You know what I'm saying? So
quick, give it to us quick.
I mean, Devin and Tank doesn't happen because it's opposite sides of the street, right? That we always hear that bullshit. Devin and Tio doesn't happen because they're like the least denominators there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tio just earned those titles. He wants a big money type fight. I don't think that's what he's looking for in Devin. He's looking for in the other two. Ryan wants Tank. He's made that very clear. But the Ryan-Devin fight is the one that should happen. And then going around in which fight should happen, like, Tank has been the leader commercially. Tio's has the belts. That fight should happen. You know what I'm saying? Tio Devin should happen because he has that piece of the WBC, and Tio Ryan is essentially the guy who has all the belts versus the most popular fighter at this point. I mean, like, let's be real. Ryan's stardom is absolutely 100% real. I'm not saying that Funko, the good people at Funko, know who the best fighters, the biggest fighters in the world are. All I'm saying is that there's a reason. Look, my man cried and wrapped his legs around his trainer because he knew what was at stake. He knew that Funko was at stake, Gatorade was at stake, Nike was at stake. Whoever the hell ends up, signing this dude, sponsoring, thank you. Whoever ends up sponsoring this kid, like, that was all at stake. He knew all this stuff was on the line. He couldn't lose. So when he won after that knockdown, he was like, hell yeah, I get it. This is Henry Rowan Gardner and Rookie of the Year, trying to get those sponsorship deals. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you, man. Ken Stone on the super chat says, where is Tank ring belt? Ducked Loma entire time. He had a ring belt? I didn't even know that. All right. Well,
I think he was like making a joke about
Let's
that.
get to these callers.
Ignorant Boxing has another one. Last time they asked Tank about Loma, he said 2021.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. They try to say Loma was in a rush because he's old and Tank's young. So is Tio.
Jaime Nieto says if Tio hits Tank the way Leo did, Tank gets knocked out.
Yo, you know what's so funny about that, Ness? That you just said that just real quick because I just heard you had a interview with shout out to Melissa Odessa. She doesn't like to be called Park, but Melissa Odessa, and you just had her give some advice to Mario about teaching and embracing. And who you think isn't teaching and embracing? You think Bob is teaching and embracing Tio, or is Floyd teaching and embracing Tank? I'll wait for you to answer.
How many fights does Tank have?
No,
I know. I need that information.
Question.
I need that information. I'm not answering a question with a question. How many fights you guys? Just give me a ballpark. Give me a ballpark.
Alex, how much fights do you have?
You want how many fights Gervonta's got?
That's your
got
favorite
24
fighter?
wins. 24 wins with 23 KOs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's Floyd coddling his fighter. Tio has how many fights?
man.
Tio has how many
Yo,
fights?
he set that up for the jump.
Tio has how many fights?
What up? He said him. What you mean, man?
Tio has how many fights? Tio has how many?
Your promoters making sure that you
Tio has how many fights?
Your promoter throws you out there without getting a rematch. You telling me that he
Tio has 16 fights.
Man, move on with that, man. That don't even make sense.
And he's unified, right? Something Tank never did.
Sense, man.
He's unified. Something Tank never did.
Bob
You know what that means?
Don't forget that Bob threw Tio into the deep end of the pool.
explain.
Swim, bro.
Let me explain. No argument. Let me explain to our listeners what unified champion means. A unified champion means that a champion in a division wanted to test himself to see how great of a champion he was, not versus the number one contender, but instead versus another universal champion. He had the desire. He had the desire in his belly to know that he was truly number one, not someone else out there with the same stake and claim.
Why are you acting like our listeners don't already know that? You trolling.
Maybe they don't. Teofimo,
you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe we should start explaining more like that.
Teofimo Lopez, Neofimo the one, I chose to fight him. I chose not to say that he's 30 and he needs me. I chose to say I'm young and want him. I want legacy.
Let's go, champ.
I ain't following the green print. I don't want to fight a Mexican on Cinco de Mayo. I want to fight a Mexican that the people believe is the real fucking man, not 122 pounder that no one thought had a shot.
That's your opinion. That's good.
Yeah, that's why he said. Listen,
let's take it
back to the context. Hold on, champ. Don't rush me. Don't rush me, because I stood quiet when you was talking. Let's take it back to the context of the show. Yeah, he is scared. He is. He is not scared of the opposition he's facing right now because it's light work. I mean, he knocked out a 122-pounder. Leo Santa Cruz, come on. Yo, I can do the same shit. I can do it even better, in better fashion, Teofimo Lopez said. And just ask yourself, since he won't answer, I'm asking the both of you, I want you to paint the most vivid picture you can about how Teofimo, Leo Santa Cruz would play out if Tio gave him a shot next.
Wait, say that again?
How does Teofimo versus Leo Santa Cruz play out if Tio gave him a shot next?
If he fought Santa Cruz, Tio?
Yeah.
Come on, little champy champ.
Starches him, bro.
Tio
Who's talking
starches.
about Lomachenko? Where's Mario
Wait,
at?
I thought you said Leo versus Lomachenko. My bad, bro.
Now, what happens if Tio gives, Leo to say what happens?
Oh, okay, my bad. I got you.
You know, it's like,
yeah,
come
I think
on.
Tio. I mean, honestly,
Tio's huge,
bro. I think there's nobody of those four that doesn't beat Leo Santa Cruz.
Look,
let's be real.
They saying in the chat, Tio would kill Leo. Okay, what would Tio do to Leo?
What did Tank just do?
But that's the point that he is giving you.
I don't want to call it all mad at me, man, because I came on it. We went a different direction. Let's get to the call.
This is the direction. This is the direction, and it's not me. It is
cool.
Tio.
It ain't on me.
It is Tio saying, of course, Gervonta's not afraid of the opposition that he's facing. Look at what he's facing. What would I do to Tio? It's not me. Don't be mad at the messenger. I'm delivering the message.
All right, so we got a few super chatties. See if I get to all of them. You got, I think I read Jaime Nieto, but I'll do it again. If Tio hits Tank the way he, yeah, Tank gets knocked out. Yeah, we read that one. LV Slugger. So Tio going for interim belts instead of the real WBC belt at 135. Shaking my head. How many fights have Tio been main event of? How many pay-per-view have he had? Hashtag fickled.
Hashtag you talking A side, B side. You ain't talking about the fight. Okay? That's all you talking about. That's what how many belts and how many pay-per-views. Dog, what did you talking about? Do you want the fight?
Can I ask you a question, Alex, real quick? Who's bigger? Is Pedraza a bigger body? Like, not like in terms of like measurements, height?
Yeah.
Tio, or is Tio, would you consider Tio to be a bigger measurement wise, if you don't mind me asking?
Nah, as far as like body composition, I'd say almost about the same thing.
Same, right? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't cause looking at it. I didn't want to go look. I wasn't really sure. Like,
I mean, Pedraza has some good length on his arms.
Cross-examination, Your Honor. Cross-examination. I just want the jury to note that there's no relevance in the body composition of Jose Pedraza, former two-time champion. Because Jose Pedraza is not Teofimo Lopez, current unified champion. He is not. Pedraza never at 16-0 went against a unified multi-division champion considered or arguably pound for pound.
Your Honor, we're talking about his body composition. We ain't bringing up his record and what he did at 16-0. Throw that out. That's overruled. Get that out of here. Garbage. We're talking about his body composition. Let's get out to the callers. What do we got next? What up?
We're going out to the telephone lines. Mario, Blog Talk, Liddy, like a fat girls. Okay. Nah.
Let it hang there. Damn, dog. I was out there.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go and check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the Mac attack.
I like that part.
Yo, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good?
We hear you.
You good, Mac Attack?
Hey, shout out to Riff Queen and Christopher Chizzy Queen Harrison, my biggest fans in the chat. I love the love and support that they continue to give me. Topic. I'm more intrigued on this topic we talking about. Tank beating Tio. Oh my God. What has Tank done at 135 to solidify that he beats Tio? They about same speed, quickness, what have you. Tio is bigger than him and he's beating bigger guys. And all we seen Tank do is go 12 rounds and knock out Gamboa in the 12th round and struggle getting that knockout against a aged out Gamboa with a bad ankle injury. So why can we say Tank can do this and Tank can do that and all that when he only beat up a guy?
Cut it.
I'm gonna be the first one to step up and answer that. We had I don't want to misquote his name. The fighter from Malta clearly said that
Haytham Lamaz.
The loss that he had was clearly because he was depleted, trying to he made the weight incorrectly. We understood that when Gervonta fought Gamboa in ATL, he had to come back to the scale twice. In other words, he struggled to make the weight. His problem, nobody else's. You understand? But you understand that Alex is doing weight cut. It depletes you, your legs and whatnot. So the fact that he was still able to knock Gambo out in 12 rounds.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I'm gonna tell y'all something
Y'all
real
can
quick.
say how you want to. Listen, I'm just gonna spit facts. It is facts. When you don't make weight proper, it drains you. Now that's your business, not being professional.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick.
What?
We have a shit ton of callers on
Yeah, let's
Blog
get
Talk,
them.
like legit, and you know, it's up to y'all. Like we can chop it up on
$5 get you to cut the line with a suit with a counter punch.
we have a
man.
ton of. We
Call
have
you
like
counter punch, man. Call you counter punch if you don't like the weight. The weight is great. The weight is great.
Alarm skip. Hit the alarm skip. Sway, welcome to the contender.
Yo, let's get to these super chatties. I'll pick it up from where we left off. Mulatto coming through saying, just showing love. Gunner Forever says, Ness, with the facts. Tank ain't ready for legit 135 pounders? Francis?
The praying mantis.
wait, he's not ready or he doesn't beat him, because that's two different things to me.
He said, and I repeat, since your ears ain't hear this, Ness with the facts with an exclamation. That's why I'm yelling, facts. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And he
I
says,
don't think that's how he typed it.
He says, Tank. No, he did. F-A-X. So I got to say facts. You know what I'm saying? And then he said,
right.
Tank ain't ready for legit 135-pound ers. You know what I'm saying? He put the ers in there because it's not just one. It's not that just he ain't ready for Tio. He said the 135-pounders. You know what I'm saying?
He don't know nothing, but he don't be watching. But listen, bro, how can you say that? You crazy, man. I tell you, Tank gonna park these dudes, man. And guess what? Y'all the same ones. I'm gonna love it. You know why I'm gonna love it? Because I'm gonna sit back and just laugh like, yeah, look at y'all now jumping on the bandwagon of Tank. When he starts parking these dudes, man, straight parking these dudes, y'all be tripping. He made the weight very nicely and parked. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna do it to Leo because I like Leo, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. Keep moving.
Sad story from the Tank fan.
No, because I get it. No, it's just the truth, man.
Yo,
you in the dude that you know that his tires is super inflated, man.
Super chat. Let the truth be heard. That sounds like a great name. Like he about to bring the knowledge from the heavens. Let the truth be heard says, who was bigger fight night, Leo or Tank? That must be the Francis. Any Tank questions coming straight at you, champ. You available?
Hey, what happened?
Sorry, I was responding to
Y'all playing out these Blog Talk callers.
I know. Let's get to the caller.
You ready? You ready for the super chat? You ready for the super chat?
You see that?
I got
Hold
another
on. No, I got it, Doomy. I got them all.
Got him.
This man is paying for your opinion. Let the truth be heard said, who was big on fight night, Leo or Tank? Francis, come on.
Fight night. Tio was in terms of. I don't know what you talking about. Weight. What do you?
Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank. Who was the bigger man?
Why he drawing this out, dude?
In the ring, right? In terms of weight.
On fight night. Where else?
But I don't. I need clarity, but you can't speak for me. I don't understand. If I don't understand, I don't get it.
Maybe your headphones don't work.
Understand? No, I don't understand what he's writing. I don't understand his language. It don't make sense. So back to it don't got nothing to do with my. Let's get out of here, bro.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Tank was bigger. Let's just do that.
Can I repeat it?
If you gonna ask me a direct question so I can answer, I don't understand. Before when?
Okay.
Before the fight,
Okay. Cool.
Fight, during the fight, what we talking about?
Cool. Just know, callers, Francis got y'all waiting. Because we got to get to the super. Hold on. Let the truth be heard said he paid. So, we got to get to the paying. We got to get to the paying customers before we can get to the phone lines. But you holding it up. The man said on fight night, the day that Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz, who weighed more when the bell rung? Come on, man.
You didn't say who weighed more, so stop it. Teofimo Lopez, thank you for answering my question.
It's not Tio.
It's not Teofimo.
Tank
it's Leo
and
Santa
Leo.
Cruz.
Tank and Leo. Pay attention, brother, so we can fucking move on. Pay attention.
It's
on fight night when Tank fought Leo. Who weighed more? Answer the man's question so we could be gone. Jeez Louise.
Tank weighed more.
Thank you.
Let's go, champ.
Sheesh, Mulatto says Ness.
Don't be telling people that I'm out here waiting when I've been trying to go to the callers, man. Don't do me like that, man.
We
You know
got
these people
super
come here
chats.
trying to kill me, man.
What you want us not to get to the super? Wait, so you want us not to get to the paying super chat? We got hella super. I'm trying to get to the next one right now. We got Mulatto.
Sent us a retracted message super chat.
I got it.
Shout out to you. You got it? Okay.
He says, Ness, I thought you hate the eye test. Leo versus Lopez. So what you trying to say? That needs to happen because I say the fight. Yo, dog, I don't even know what you're trying to say with that. I hope you really did retract that. That makes no sense. Anybody want to answer? Anybody want to add anything to that?
Lopez. I guess he's saying that you can't know, and if you're the person who goes off eye test, that would be the only way to figure it out. But I mean, come on, dog.
I think that's exactly what that was.
Know.
We already know.
He's just trying to play devil's advocate. Mulatto.
One guy is small.
When that fight happens, I know who I'm going
Mulatto,
to get.
don't make me tell people you cherry picking, man. You and I know what's going on, man. You and I know what's going on. Oh, he sent his footage? Oh, it's up. You ain't see that yet?
Oh, man, I gotta go.
Texted me that it was. Well, I already knew he sent it because he had messaged me, but I didn't see it though. I was on Patreon. I didn't see no.
Talk about. Yo, I'm about to put a whole narrative out there, right? People try to act like other people put out fake footage. I don't know. We need to question Mulatto's footage. Not one right hand was thrown. Neither fighter. Did the coach tell them, let's just practice our jabs?
Working jabs. That happens.
I mean, but when I asked him, he said, nah. That ain't what happened.
Let's see what Mulatto got. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, he got speed. He was trying to cherry pick you, man.
Yeah.
And he's big as hell.
He didn't want to fight me. He wanted to fight. I told you wanted to fight Alaska or Show Kid.
He wanted you first, dog. Stop making excuses for him. He cherry picking out here.
Maybe he did, but he didn't tell me that.
He said he want that fresa work.
Look how big he is.
He's got a jab.
Look how big he is, though. He bigger than JT and J-Mac. He bigger than JT and J-Mac. Yo, we got Steve Munoz that says, if Ramirez beats Taylor, how big a fight is Ramirez versus Teofimo Lopez for undisputed at 140? I mean, it would be huge.
It's big. I like that fight.
Especially if Ramirez beats Taylor. But he's got to beat Taylor. He's got to handle business. We got another super chat from Jaime Nieto, who says,
Tio wanted the Loma smoke. Now, when Tank said 2021, Tio wanted the Loma smoke. Now, when Tank said 2021.
Yeah, that's right. One wanted it now, and one wanted it later. I used to like that candy when I was growing up.
Now later, I can't find that shit nowhere.
We got Show Kid. We got Show Kid with a super chat says, you already making excuses for your loss, Mario. Soundbite, please, Francis. You got to.
Bruh, you got to. It's over, brother.
I'm knocking you out, dog.
And I know you can do it, man. You got to.
Shut that soft shit up, Mario. Listen, Smoke 'em out. Jay said, yo, we talking about KOs of the year. Easy to say, hard to do. Champ, you're 4-0 with no KOs. Looking emoji in Border Wars. Soundbite.
I know he left his name out.
You seen that, right? I'll leave that out.
Bruh. Listen, I was gonna give him more airtime. Like, I'm not you.
We all on the same page.
I was gonna give him more airtime by saying that he's absolutely wrong. I'm the only dude in Border Wars not only to have a knockout, but to have the wife stop the fight and jump in the fucking ring. Be careful, because the last I checked, your girl was at your fight. And she will be jumping in the ring.
Hey, what happened?
Come on, champ. Remember that.
Let me finish reading the whole.
People with their wives in the corner. No, I was playing. Yeah, let me finish the Smoke 'em out Jay real quick. He said, yo, we talking about KOs. Ayo, Ness easy to say, hard to do, champ. You 4-0 with no KOs in Border Wars. And he used the zipper mouth emoji and the face of tears of joy laughing emoji. Soundbite, what happened? Blowing smoke, Charlo emoji, hashtag man down, hashtag situation.
Hey,
he stopped. He said stop blowing smoke.
Hashtag liar, pants on fire. It's the same. Listen, it's the same exact thing we talking about right now, right? All real boxing fans would pick Teofimo Lopez to stop Leo Santa Cruz. All real Border Wars fans would pick Ness to knock out Supermax. Fuck is you talking about? You sound silly, like a little silly. You know what I'm saying? But make your name known. Make me great. When
they're as good as
when
dead.
I lay your big ass out, they gonna be all running.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
Let's go. Remember, I'm in the gym, man. Every fucking day.
Maloto on the super chat says cherry picking. I said I'll fight Chach or Alaska.
Yeah, after I fucking laughed at you with a couple emojis because you said you was gonna sit out till Border Wars 11 for Francis or Mario or Show Kid, right? Come on, dog. You could have kept that personal, man. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Bro, he too big for me, I think.
Yo, no. He trying to weight cut. I'll be 185 by fight night.
I'm wishing on a
No,
star.
wrong soundbite. It's more like cherry picker. Yo, I knew it. Yo, you trained 2 years with Barry. Look at his jab. Doomy, did you see the footage? Of course not. Because the only one doing the fucking proper what do you call it, Mario? Fucking quality control on these fighters is I. Francis just calling, yo, you want to make that fight? Let's make that fight. Like, watch the footage. Watch the fucking footage.
Nah,
No, it's
every
the
time
truth.
you gonna call my name, I'm gonna come and say it 3 times like Haney, man. I'm coming, bro. Stop your nonsense. Listen,
It's the truth, man.
the first one
It's
that's
the
not.
truth.
Let me talk. You've been talking.
Nah, it's the truth. It's the
Nah,
truth.
it's your show, but
Mario, they tried to shame you like, yo, Mario, take the fight. I said, wait for the footage. Look at the footage. Look at the fucking footage. Do he look like an amateur? Do he look like some fucking rookie? No. He looked ready. He looked ready. Look at that double jab.
Yeah, he moved really well.
The way he moves off to the left. They not even throwing right hands. And he look all right. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Why you sparring southpaws?
Bruh, exactly. Oh,
And
your first
why is the guy
sparring
you sparring
back.
got a mustache
Your
like
first
no,
sparring back. Your first sparring back, and you sparring a southpaw. And yeah, the southpaw touched him. Yeah. But that's always gonna be some awkwardness.
I mean, you get touched in a fight.
You
What?
know? But dudes need to challenge themselves, man.
Yo,
You know
I think he did hold back
Don't-
because
you-
he could have easily thrown that right hand
Bruh,
right
listen
there.
to me.
Probably
Listen
hurt
to me. He know he a cherry picker. And this the end of it because why you even want to fight Mario off of that loss? Like, you telling me that you not
He
better?
never said he wanted to fight me.
Stop lying for him.
I swear to God. Yo,
Oh
you
my
want to see
God.
my... Look,
Dog,
you can
dog,
sign into my
dog,
Instagram.
Listen to me.
You watch.
Listen to me. Listen
I
to
ain't
me.
say-
Listen to
he
me.
ain't say shit about
Listen to
me.
me. He always wanted to fight you, and then when Show Kid popped up, he like, well, fuck it, I'll fight you, Show Kid. What are you talking about?
His first message to me was like, "Yo, I don't like Show Kid. I think he's trying to
Dog,
chair.
where-
I think
what's
he's
the
better
date?
than I.
What's
I'm
the date
he's
on
trying
your
to bully
fucking
his way to
message?
get in a fight with you. I'm a fight
What's
him."
the date?
And then he said,
What's
"You
the
fight
date
Alaska,
on
I'll
your
fight him." I
message?
said,
What's the
Man.
date on your message, man?
"All right, bro.
What the
Maybe
fuck
he
is the
told you
date?
something different. Maybe he told you something
What's the
different."
date
but-
on your
Can you
message,
give us a
man?
standing 8 count, please?
What's the date? What's the date on your
He
message?
said he wanted to fight you, champ. He said he wanted to fight you.
What's the
That's what
date
he
on
told
your
me.
message?
Ness
man?
needs a
Yo,
8 count, bro.
I get messages every day that people want to fight
What's your
you.
message,
Get
man?
beat
What's
up
the
today.
date? What's the date? What's the date on your message?
What's the date? Mario, what's the date?
I'm looking.
I'm seeing the sparring right now. This is Maloto you talking about? Ness? Yeah. Nah, his. Yeah, I wouldn't match him up just yet. With all respect, right, Mary? I wouldn't match him up with you just yet.
Oh no,
He's first of all.
Look. He wanted Francis when he first hit me. I gotta
that's what
I
he
gotta
said,
listen
Mario.
to a
Oh,
message.
Wait, but how much does he weigh? How much?
Bruh, he like 215. Let me get back to the show. I'm going to counterpunch. Stop cherry picking, my Loto. I got JT for your big ass. JT,
Damn,
what up?
man. You make me spend 2 minutes to prove you wrong.
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, man. Hey, Ness, stop. Look, don't say Mario and Francis. If they won't go out there, I saw that video. I don't even know which one is mulatto. You want the black shirt or the southpaw?
Yeah, the black shirt, orthodox.
Yeah, he the bigger dude.
Well, they both look too experienced for Mario and Francis. Just being honest. So they got their names in their mouth. Don't look. Let them fight them because it sounds like they're arguing with you. So next time somebody call Mario or Francis out there, let them go in that water, that deep water, and swim.
No, sir.
Nah, can't do that. No, yo, Ness can't speak for me, man.
I never said shit about fighting.
No,
man,
sir.
speak.
I never said shit about fighting.
Somebody else. Why you guys keep
Hold
doing
on.
that? That's just weird.
Hey, is this my kind of punch? Is this my kind of punch?
Okay, go ahead. You right, champ.
Ness trying to tell y'all that
these guys are too experienced. If I seen that video, I'm just being honest. My disrespect, I think that dude will walk through you because he looked bigger than 215.
No,
he looked bigger
right.
he looked tall. Yeah, he looked big. Or from the video, maybe there was a small ring or something like that, but the dude too experienced. If I just go off of that video, how control that was, and they was just throwing jabs, so they was leaving something out. So just being honest, so I think Ness is kind of looking out for both of y'all.
No, I
Just
agree.
being honest.
I agree.
I'm looking out for Border Wars and future participants, man. Thank you, JT. Thank you.
Let me say what
No, Francis, you cutting me off. Thank you, JT, for at least seeing what I'm saying. Because Francis, you think I'm trying to make it like a entertainment for the show? No,
No, being serious.
Hold on. You're gonna get your turn. I want potential people that are on the fence to know I take this shit seriously. I'm not just gonna throw you in there with some dude because y'all got a grudge. Even if hypothetically Majid wanted to fight Mario, if he don't weigh his weight, that shit ain't happening just because they argue on the show. Man, we been there, done that, and we not experiencing no bad issues no more. Like, that's not what is going down. We gonna check your footage and we gonna match you accordingly. You can defend yourself all you want.
There's no defending. Who said that I'm gonna jump into fight anybody without knowing anything? I don't need nobody to speak for me. I can speak for myself. So if Ness is saying that he wants to fight me, you didn't hear that from my mouth. If you didn't hear that from my mouth, then you know what I'm saying. Don't put my name in it saying that I'm gonna fight a dude that I ain't got no. Who's gonna do that? Do I look stupid to you? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna jump in the ring and fight nobody without like this. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. That ain't it for me. So that's why I'm saying I'm not disputing anything. I'm just saying to JT or whoever that was. That was JT, right?
I think I got that was JT. I think I got good instincts because I felt like from the get, like when Mulatto started, Supreme Jack started reaching out, I was like, man, there's something about this dude's confidence that makes me think that he's not right for me.
Picker,
so
man.
I was never even considering fighting homie. And the only thing I was disputing is that he had called me out. Now maybe he did on the chat, but between me and him having conversations,
put the narrative out so people can call up and shoot off at the mouth if they don't know.
Maybe he did say that to Ness. But his first message to me was, yo, I want to fight Francis. And then he was like, yo, I don't like this show kid. He's calling you out. Like, he's trying to bully you. Like, I'm going to take him for you. And you fight Alaska. But then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to fight show kid. So he was like, okay, well, I'll fight Alaska. So that's the only thing I was disputing. But I agree completely.
I'll be honest with you. This sparring, I mean, this is drill sparring. This is only jabs. So, it's not a real.
Here go the proof right here.
It's not a full.
I'll take show kid. Listen. This is so you see that I know what I'm talking about. Stop always fucking cutting me off when I'm telling you the truth. I'll take show kid if I'm not picked by Mario. I just don't get that shit. That's like me saying, Supermatch, you ducking me. Word is born, Santiago, you ducking me. I want like.
Hey, what happened?
I know I'm better. You understand? So like I'm not getting this whole first, my man with the whack super chat acting like he did something great by knocking out Supermax, a dude that we've been protecting and trying to get him to lose weight. And I don't know how Mulatto don't feel like a cherry pick when you train 2 years with Barry Hunter, you submit sparring where you look as good as you do, and then, you talking about you want Show Kid. Look at the difference in what Show Kid submitted and what Mulatto submitted. Y'all niggas need to test yourselves, man. Stop this little fucking pussy shit. That's pussy shit. And it ain't just to you. It's other people out there. Like, why do that? What, like,
but I think part of it is getting your feet wet. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think
well, get your feet wet with someone that looks like you on the bag.
But how you know who looks like you? Like, you seeing Cruz and you seeing Rel have these fights and you seeing like the high level. It's like you also don't want to put yourself in that situation where you're gonna get blasted out.
This is the best thing that ever happened to you. If you telling me that you can't tell the difference by looking at him on the bag.
I didn't say you can't tell the difference.
All right then. So what do you mean? That's how you decide who's too good for you, brother. You see the difference. My eyeballs show me Show Kid and Mulatto not on the same level.
Wait, what are you saying? They passed the eye test?
No, my eyeballs show me. Yo, JT counterpunch. JT counterpunch.
Oh man, my bad, dog.
Hey, look, look, listen. This is what I was saying, Francis. I know you're not gonna pick your fights. You'll throw somebody in there, like anybody. Like you threw my name in there with a dude that's 260 pounds. Oh, he got the experience. I got the experience, but that don't mean I won't be punching with a 260 pounder. I remember that. But see, next, you made a comment about a standing 8. Talking about Ness don't, like basically saying Ness don't know what he talking about, but he trying to tell y'all who the guy picked. If he say can't get Francis, something about what you just said. That's what I was trying to hear.
He said.
What was your text?
He said if Show Kid, if I'll take Show Kid if Mario doesn't pick me. So he wanted Mario off of a loss and 3 knockdowns.
Exactly.
Looking as good as he looked, like he trying to knock Mario out. He wanted to knock Mario out. That's what would happen. Like, how can't we believe his big ass? I'm about to show the footage, matter of fact, because this shit hilarious. Let me show this shit.
Well, while you handle that, Showkit 2005 says, dude looked like a heavyweight. Maloto tripping.
Look. Oh, shit, I'm not screen sharing. Here I go. Bam.
Maloto says, good call, JT. Respect.
But that's the thing too, is we got to respect the fact that Maloto wants to come down. Like he's trying to join Border Wars to lose weight too. Like that's one thing we talked about. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, and
shout out
you gotta
to him.
take this as a compliment, bruh. It's not that you a cherry picker, because maybe you think
you look decent.
Maybe
no, he looks good. That's a compliment.
Maybe you really think you not ready. Maybe you really think you on Mario's level because you got hit with a few jabs here. But we telling you better than you think. And you need
I like the balance in that.
He got very good balance.
I like your balance for a big guy. You look balanced.
You definitely got to keep that left hand.
It was very soft in the legs.
It was obviously drill sparring. It was jab for jab.
He's got to keep that left hand up though. But look, you just countered my man with a left hook, man. You too skilled. And imagine once you start losing weight, how much faster you're gonna be. You fast at this big ass weight, and you ain't letting no right hand go right there. He would have let one right that way.
No, this is drill. This is drilling. This is all jabs.
So all I'm saying is, I know what I'm doing. Mulatto need a better fight than that. Fuck out of here. You need another fight, champ. I think Chach the Dad is good. So anyway, me and him did come to an agreement, and I think Chach the Dad is a good fight for him. But maybe not. That's not for sure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, we have a phone conversation off air with Mulatto and we get a little more information. But I do think you could be on a Chach level, maybe slightly underneath that, because Chach is going to come a little harder this time around than he did the last time, simply because he's coming off a loss, right? Can we agree, or y'all think based off that, him and Chach is a good fight?
I think him and Chach is a good fight, to be honest with you.
That's a bad. I mean, look.
Remember
we got Chach's pedigree, so we know what he's done in the past in amateurs and stuff like that. But he also maybe slightly underestimated the competitiveness in Sean, and it was a thing about getting in shape. So seeing how he moved and seeing how you moving in there, I just got to see a little bit more. Obviously, where you're throwing combinations, not just a drill sparring with the jab. But as far as the way he was moving, so far it looks good.
Mulatto versus Bishop. You're gonna have to call Bishop's peoples, man. He's got a short list. It's Santiago and Supermax right now. Oh, he picked Koala too. He said he'll take Koala at cruiserweight. But Koala's never fought, and he was just in the corner for Chris Vega. Mulatto versus Sony. Mulatto's not gonna want that. He's going down. He's going down. He's just heavy now, guys. Remember, this is a weight loss thing as well. I don't know, Bo. I don't know.
I got on the scale today 4 pounds lighter than I was on Sunday. So
Bo believes that Mulatto and Chach is a good fight, but I don't know. Watching that one more time, I think that Mulatto might be right. He was a little tentative. There wasn't a lot of power on those punches. We need to see more sparring, slightly more aggressive or with some intensity. But we're gonna go back out to callers. We're gonna try to shut up for a minute. We do apologize for the slight segue, but this is a podcast, man, and we get off the rails, we get back on. It's like we keep the train moving.
We got a lot of people on Blog Talk. We will get to you. Stay patient.
So Mulatto says cherry picking. I said I'll fight Chach or Alaska. I hit up Alaska as well. He says go back to the messages. Good call, JT. You got that, show kid? All right, y'all all got that. Good. We're going out to Drew, East LA.
Yo, what up, TBV?
What up?
Let's go, champ.
Yo.
What up, champ?
Yo, the problem with boxing today is too many weight divisions and too many belts. And then what I don't understand is how when Tio beat Lomachenko, the WBC belt wasn't even at stake. Yet at the end, Tio got 2 WBC belts. And then now we got Ness saying Tio ain't the undisputed champ. Why? Because Haney is the regular WBC paper champion?
Hey, Drew, do you know that
What
Tio's belt that he took a picture with in the ring after he beat Lomachenko said top ranked WBC on it? Zoom into the picture.
Well, that's my point. Is you put and credit to you guys. You put Mauricio Suleiman on the hot seat, and this guy did 20 minutes and didn't even answer the question. He's a cancer for the sport. Let's call it what it is. It's a sanctioning fee money grab, and now they're going to create a whole another weight division, a super cruiser bridger weight. Come on, man. And the WBA's got a super belt. I mean, what the WBO's got to create a super duper belt. This is getting out of control. Mayweather said it best. It's killing boxing. We need a WBS lightweight super series. That's what we need for boxing. So no more mind games, A side, B side bullshit. Let's just get down to business.
First of all, absolutely not. I disagree. There's no need for a World Boxer Super Series. Tio did what he did. There's only one other belt that he's got to get. There's no need to put Tio into a tournament with 50-something people or 6 people for that matter. All he needs to do is fight Haney and then voluntary defense and then his mandatories. Like, why can't the number 1 contenders get a shot? I don't get it. Anybody want to add to his call? Got anything in response to his
Absolutely
call?
not. Absolutely not.
That was from me. Yeah, my man's on the top. We ain't putting him in no tournament.
No.
All right, we going to Jordan, Seattle, Washington.
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
We good?
Bless, bro.
What's up?
Man, I would love to see that fight. I don't know, man. I would rather see Teofimo and Haney first, man. I don't really care about Tank. I want to see Tank fight Ryan Garcia, and get that clicked up. But I would love to see that fight eventually. Two power punchers. That'd be a good ass fight. That'd be a real good fight. Hey, did you catch that video I sent you when I fought the 6'7" dude?
Nah. Can you tag me? I mean, not tag me, but just heart it so I get the notification back to the top.
Okay. But pretty much what I'm saying is I want all the smoke.
Nah,
I'll fight anybody.
I know, man. We waiting for Adrian and his heavyweight to send that footage. Woo, you always driving. I hear you. You must be a truck driver. Shout out to you. Devontae, best dad ever. What up?
What's good? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Cheer.
All right, what's up? I got a point and I got 2 questions. My point is, first and foremost, anybody from Baltimore, Tio better not test us down here. Ain't nobody scared. That's the first thing. But the first question is Tio scared of Loma for not taking a rematch? Can we ask that question?
Of course not. Why give a man a rematch that didn't want to give you one, that looked at you as a lesser? You wasn't his equal. They tried to give you 1.2 to fight. So why would I give you a fucking rematch? Hell no. Beg for my rematch now. You didn't believe in me. My promoter didn't believe in me, and you didn't believe in me. You thought I was easy, so you didn't need a rematch. Now you begging for one? Nah, let me remind you, you thought I was easy.
All right, and my second question is, let me ask you this. You don't think Tio got to fight Loma because it was on Top Rank? That's that, and I'm done.
Do I think Tio got to fight Loma because it was on Top Rank? I mean...
Yeah, partially, right?
Yes,
I mean, of course.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Ask Andrade. Did he get the Canelo fight because he with DAZN? Or Billy Joe, did he get the Canelo fight because he was with DAZN? How long was Callum waiting?
Yeah, but you're talking about promotions and networks. This is different.
No, I'm talking about the same shit. They on the same network, just like Devin Haney and Ryan. You ask me, where's that fight? Did it happen?
Okay,
why are we talking about everything but that? Because guess what?
Let's make it
lock
simple
it
then.
Down. They can't.
The way
lock
that
it
you
down.
do this the best is bring it to the simplest terms. It's easiest when the promoter and the network share that same fighter, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the situation with them. So this was, yes, you're right, DAZN and all that helps, but it's like when you have both, that's an in-house fight. And by the way, you have one of the most in-house, style promoters in the game in Bob Arum.
Right.
So
Keeps
it's like,
it all on
that
that
makes sense.
Carlito, I say you got to beat the man twice like Ruiz couldn't do because your man. Have you noticed that Earl's fighting without rematch clauses and Loma was fighting without rematch? It's your man. Patty cake. London Bridge is falling down, man, with all the fucking rematch clauses.
Yeah,
Even an in-house fight with Dillian White, he tried to offer Dillian White $4 million with a shitty rematch clause, or you forgot. Try not to get involved in American boxing, bro, because when you bring up your man, we all know what comes with his fights. Guaranteed rematches, please.
No comment.
We talking about dudes that they balls so big, they got a little fucking red wagon behind them to drag them because they fighting without rematch clauses because they know they can fight. We ain't talking about your mans.
So right here,
you
right
ain't
now,
talking
you're
about
saying
your
that
mans who is fucking promoters on record saying, I would never let AJ get into a fight without a rematch clause. That's bad representation. Come on, bro. Don't fucking.
So you're
get
saying
involved.
you against all rematch clauses?
I'm not
except
against
for when
nothing. I'm not against nothing. I'm reminding him that his champion and his champion's promoter make sure there's a rematch clause that's never good for the B-side. It's never the rematch clause that Wilder offered Fury where it was 50-50. It's never that. It's always 60-40, 60-30 in the first split and still 50-something, 60-40 in the second split. Let's not forget. Google it. Come on.
Google it.
You want to play rough? Okay.
Yeah, I want to play rough. Corey in North Carolina, what up?
Good morning, fellas.
Morning.
What's up?
Hello?
Buenos
Yeah,
dias.
good morning. First, I just wanted to say I enjoyed that interview this morning. And Mario, man, that chick, man, she's something special, man. And she's smart and really intelligent in the way she speaks. And then to get to this note about with this Teofimo stuff, man, I just wish that Teofimo would clean up in his division. It's another belt out there. Go get the belt. Forget the Tank stuff. I think Doomy said it best the other day. These kids just want this money, but they don't want to go after the belt. And that's my call.
All right, champ. Corey, North Carolina, thanks for calling out. We're going out to David in New York City. What up?
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division.
You can still know that Blog Talk was down. That was me, man. So you're welcome. And Mexican Steel, man. Taka taka tak, aka Mario Retractable Hips Mongia. Anyway, back to the show, man. Teofimo would spark Luke Campbell, Leo Santa Cruz, and Gamboa on the same night, 3 rounds each. Teofimo would spark Ryan Garcia, world star type of knockout inside 5 rounds brutally. Everybody needs to stop hating on Teofimo, a.k.a. of Brooklyn, a.k.a. El Boricua de Honduras. Stop hating, man. Like my boy Big Drew says, Viva la raza. That's my call, guys.
Can I ask you a question? Do you put Tank in that category?
Yes, you
or
can.
Are you gone? It's okay. Oh, you there?
Yeah,
Do you put Tank,
Teofimo
does he knock out Tank too?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Don't get me wrong. It won't be a mismatch, but Tank Davis will run right into one of them hooks, man. Teofimo got range. He got jab. He got movement. He got power. He'll spark Tank maybe in 10, but he beats everybody except for Shakur. That's how I see it.
Yeah, great call. Thank you for your call.
Caller of the year. Caller of the year. I mean, what up?
Just like the king is what I mean. My king is what I mean.
TBV, what's good, family? What's good?
What up?
Chip.
Yo, I missed that interview with Stormborn. Shout out to her. Yo, it's crazy. I don't want to sound like a tank protector, but yo, the best got to call out the best. I'm just like, I don't see him in a rush to move up to 135 to fight Tio, although that is an interesting fight. The last caller actually got it pretty fair from what I would say. Like, it's a lot of business at 130, so especially jumping up to fight Tio, that's a big fight. That's a lot like and I doubt like Tank moving up to 135. It don't make sense for him. But if he's got them balls in the wagon like Ness talking about, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, he gonna pull that wagon up and they gonna meet. Now, I think I saw the show yesterday. If Ryan and Tank fight is set up, then what Tank is doing like Canelo, he gonna jump up to 135, snatch the belt from somebody he can beat, and then he'll come back down to 130. Or maybe he'll go to 147 and beat a small 147. I don't know, but you know, it's intriguing. It don't seem like there's too much nasty boxing business in it, and I think all these guys will eventually end up fighting each other. Good show, fellas. I'm out.
Hawk, Maryland.
Thanks for your call, brother. Thanks for your call. Great point that you put out there. It's a big fight. It would consider to be a big fight when that happens. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, Brooklyn, stand up. Hawk, what up?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing today? This morning. Good show. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I like that fight. Tio and Tank, but y'all know it's Floyd, man. That fight not happening, so that's not gonna happen. But I do like that fight. I like to see Tio go and clean up and get Devin Haney. I like to see that fight. That'd be a great fight. But what I was about to say, it's plenty footage though of Tank and Tio sparring on YouTube. They were sparring, and Tank did real good against Tio. They look pretty much like an even playing field to me. I didn't see much difference there. I think it'll be a great fight. But as far as the money wise, everybody going to Tank out of that money, huh?
Let's make it then.
Yeah, let's make it. I mean, hey, but I just don't think Floyd, he did it with Floyd Mayweather. It's not going. I just don't see it. He Tio don't break.
Cut it.
Hawk was about to get into it. Shout out to you, man. He was about to get into something. Who's next? Shout out to Hawk.
Did we go to Kingpin, Florida today?
Nope. Came to drink.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Your winner by unanimous decision is Keem the Dream.
Yo, y'all hear me?
What up, Keem?
What up? Good morning, everybody. Yo, do me when I beat Marvin. I need you to make sure we get that clearer, all right? When I win, I need you. Well, are you even reffing this one?
I got something special for this one, but I don't know. We don't know, man. The Skip is working on something to kind of lighten the load on me, because I'm trying to fight.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, though, man. But I'm gonna make it extra special, Champy.
I'll knock out Shoki in the first round and ref. I mean, the first fight and then ref the main event.
Oh, right. Yeah, I feel you. But as far as the top, who's that dude that just said Teofimo Boricua de Honduras? Like, what? What type of Puerto Rican is you? You claiming other, like, man, get out of here. That was so lame, bro. Tio claiming another man's chicken said Boricua de Honduras. What, man, you fake Puerto, like, my dad would slap taste out my mouth. I was claiming somebody else as a Puerto Rican. Like, we got our own people to support, man. What? Shout out to Honduras. It's all love, but I'm just saying, like, that was super lame. But yeah, man, Tank, Tio, make the fight, man. Make all these fights. These are all great fights. 135 is becoming the hottest division out, man. It's getting crazy out here. There's so many names, and then when you start looking at 140, 130, who can meet in the middle, it's a lot of fights, and the best thing is they're all young. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these guys are super young. Tank, Ryan, Tio. When you talk about Shakur and Cobra, and you just keep digging through that division of good names, and it's exciting, man. So I'd love to see the fight happen with Tank and Tio. I personally got Tank winning. He's just one of my favorite fighters, man. I rock with Tank. I want to see him win. I want to see him do well. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just my take on it, man. Make these fights, man. Make all these fights. These guys are young, and these fights need to happen sooner than later. And it'll revive boxing, man. These young guys are getting the casuals in it because of the social media presences and whatnot. And when you get these guys to actually fight, we'll get those casuals back. We'll get boxing back on top to where it needs to be. Just make the fights, man. That's all that matters. But yeah, that's all I got, man.
Let's go, Champy Lampy.
Yo, Ness, we don't do the financial show on Wednesdays no more, right?
Nah, Jose's is deep in training for
Oh man,
he went
bummed because he went all the way off the grid. I'm bummed because real talk, Georgia, right? They're about to sway the Senate, so it's gonna be Democrat everywhere, right? Yo, I think Bud's gonna get legal. Yo, I swear to God, after everything opened today, Mma Fight, which is a Canadian cannabis company I have stocks in, yo, that shit jumped up 9.3%. 9.3%. Y'all made like $80 in just an hour. It's fucking crazy.
Are you gonna hold the stock, or are you gonna?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Because if listen, if we legalize, yo, that Afria, like I got Afria, and they combine with Tilray, they're the biggest cannabis company in the world globally. Mm-hmm. And I got in not early, but I got in when it was kind of low during. Sorry?
What country they from again?
Canada.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, they got it wrapped up right now. They only got a market.
Was that some slick shit you just said?
I thought he was asking for real. I was like,
nah, he's like, yo, I want to hear my point.
It ain't like Canada make good bud, so it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, but it's about
bro. You tripping?
It's about
we got better bud than Jersey, that's for sure.
You crazy as hell. You know that shit is false.
We can do it anytime you want to. We can do it anytime you want to. We can do it anytime you want to.
Yeah, but they make CBD drinks like they got a whole line though.
Hold on, this is the difference between you and I. You forgot you came here. You forgot you came here and you brought your shit and you smoked my shit. So talk to me. No, talk to me. Whose shit was better? You know.
Mine by far. You tripping?
Insane.
What happened?
You
lies.
Why you trying to get?
Why you tripping? Why you trying to get off the air, man? You tripping, man?
You stunting. You know you lying. Izzy with the super chat, man. This guy over here lying with his dry
bud. This guy trying to get me all hemmed up, man.
He said hemmed up.
like they don't like every single listener. Like every single listener doesn't watch you smoke every day. What the hell? What the fuck are you talking about? Come on.
In my house.
Izzy, what up? Izzy, what up? What up? We got weirdos.
I just want to give Mario a shout out because roughly a year ago, probably a little less than a year ago, you had a show topic about the best division in boxing, and Mario, I said lightweight, and Mario agreed. And we got a lot of flack because of the heavyweight. But look at the heavyweight division right now. Half of it's in mediation. It's so top heavy. And look at the lightweight division, man. This is a crazy, crazy division. It's full of action. You got guys fighting. Loma, Tio fought. Tank just beat LSC. And then, of course, Ryan last weekend. Just wanted to shout out Mario. He doesn't get a lot of credit, so I wanted to give him a little credit. That's it.
I remember when you said that too. I remember that.
I think everybody gives him credit for that that hip thrust.
Hey, yo, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, Jersey just became legalized for marijuana. Canada's been legalized for marijuana from God knows when. Some people have never been to Canada, but they saying Canada got bad with that. You can tell the bias. It's too funny.
Listen, no. Canada. You see that you're wrong.
Even California get their bug for BC, but I believe that a lot.
Brother, we've been legalized, man. We had a dispensary in Montclair since I was 17, man. You can't just be talking without knowing, man. Like, what is you talking about?
Medically cleared, and you could have a card, but it
wasn't. But the word legalized doesn't mean legalized for recreation. So
No,
you
no, I
can't
know.
you
I'm
can't
just trying to
jump
clear
in.
it. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't jump
No.
in and act
So-
like he was saying that. He
I wasn't-
didn't.
I
He
wasn't even
chose.
talking to
He
you.
chose
I
to
was
leave it
trying
at
to straighten it
legalized.
out.
So he got
I
that.
know.
He lost that. He
That
lost.
wasn't a.
He lost.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, just-
I wasn't debating you.
We be recreational. Man,
Francis.
shut up, man. This nigga talking nonsense. I've been smoking for the police for a long time. Y'all can't even smoke outside your front door. Relax.
Man, you don't even lock your front door.
Yeah,
that's the real.
I know you been to Canada. You talk like somebody that don't know shit.
You
I
don't
got
even
you.
lock your front door, man. Tell us we lying.
So you don't know. Maybe
Tell
you
us
should
we
visit
lying.
and find out before you talk like that. Cause I've been to Jersey. You better stop it.
You
Shinobi.
You been to Jersey?
John F on the super chat says they didn't want to make Tank versus Farmer or Loma, so realistically, I don't see them wanting to fight Tio at all.
Yo, all those are addressed to Francis. Why y'all ain't want the farmer fight? Why y'all ain't want that unification? Why you ain't want the farmer fight? What happened?
Well, I didn't want to fight. You gotta ask.
Farmer had your belt. Farmer had your belt.
Why is Gervonta Davis that and his team in Florida? Don't ask me. I'm not a part of Team Gervonta. I just be pure opinion. I ain't got opinion on that. But if I can't even answer that because I'm not Tio Fonda. I don't know why they didn't make the fight. I couldn't tell you why they didn't make the fight, but that would have been a good fight to watch though.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Exactly. Yo, fight Tank. Nah. Fight Loma. Nah. The fuck? What the fuck? You the face of boxing. Lewis, talk to me.
It sounds like you when somebody want to fight, you're like, nah.
Talk to me. Talk to me, Lewis.
You want to fight? Nah.
Talk
You want
to
to fight?
me, Lewis.
Nah. Nah.
Talk to
Nah.
me.
Nah. Nah. I'm gonna make it sound. Nah. That's how it sounds like you.
I keep proving that I know more about boxing. You wanted me to fight Sony, and you had the narrative with the back channel that I was ducking them. And look
Me?
what
Want you to
happened.
fight Sony?
Look what happened.
Not me.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
pulled on me again.
If
You know what everybody says?
They wanted you to fight
if
Sony.
I wanted to just fight,
different people, man.
if I wanted to just fight, look, I could have fought the heavyweights that people knocking out, but that's not what I do. I'm not an abuser. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mario.
Abusado. Abusado.
Luis Rivera. Coach Rivera, what's up?
I'm just listening.
Okay. LV Slugger, what up?
Hadouken! TPV, fellas, what up? What up, fellas?
What up?
Good show, man. Good show, good interview. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody scared of Tio, man. Ain't nobody scared of Tio. Like, come on, man. You the real super WBO champion, but you worried about an animal at 135, man. Like, what you scared of Haney? Haney got that real. He's scared. You got that real WBC over there, but you ain't studying him though. But you won't Tank. Come on, man. You know what it is. He trying to get his name up, man. Like he did that. Like he got the biggest win amongst the young crop.
Let me ask you something. Who's done more, Tank or Haney?
Who's done more, Tank?
All right then. So what is you answered your own question, champ, man. Come on, man. Get
he had 130
Get that shit together, man. Oh, he had 130 because you protected him? Last I checked, he just fought and got a belt. Last I checked, he fought and got a belt.
Big fish do what he wants, man.
So make sure you say that when Canelo moves around and doesn't give your favorite fighter a fight, because I got that same energy. I got that same energy.
I ain't never said nothing about that. Yeah, I ain't never said shit about that. Yeah.
Let me tell you, Tank got the same belt. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This extra credit, homeboy, his call been gone 30 seconds ago. He working with 1 minute and 34 seconds right now. This extra credit. You feel me? Tank got the same belt Rocky Fielding had. I don't see nobody talking that shit.
Who is that?
Who is Rocky Fielding? The same belt Tank got. The same belt Tank got. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy.
He ain't got the status of the same.
Keep
How
the
you
same
ever won a
energy.
world champion?
Keep the same.
He
What
ain't never been
face
a
you
world
making, Mario? What face you making? What you ain't remember? You ain't remember Rocky had the regular? You don't remember Rocky had the regular? You don't remember Tank got the regular? Fuck wrong with y'all?
Yeah, you're right.
Keep that
Okay,
same
I was
energy,
thinking
man.
you were saying that like if it was like a whole WBO was discredited, because he doesn't have the same belt. It's not like he won it from a guy who won it from a guy who had it, and it was Rocky Fielding.
All I'm saying is
that's the way it came out.
My favorite fighters, they don't want to be regular champs. Thurman never wanted to be a regular champ. He called out Mayweather till he vacated the belt and they elevated Thurman. That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't want a regular belt. What you doing with a regular belt? What did Pacquiao do? He chased Thurman. He chased Thurman and took the super belt from Thurman. That's what he did. What did Canelo do? Hold on. What did Canelo do? Oh, he beat Fielding. Ha ha. Okay, so I went and chased the super champion and beat Callum. Ha ha. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, champion.
Here, man.
You just shut the conversation.
Y'all just don't respect real fucking boxers, man. Fucking clown fans, man.
Him and Ugas going to the convention together. They seated at the same table.
Who?
Gervonta
Davis? That's right.
Don't ever put Tank Ugas in the same category.
Why not? They got the same belt. They got the same belt. They got the same belt.
Shut that soft ass shit up. Please. Now shut that soft ass shit up, man. Don't put it in the same category.
They got the same belt.
I got you, champ. I got you.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
They got the same belt.
Look for a second, Ness. Look at me for a second. Mute. I just muted you, bro, because you sound crazy. Move to the caller, man. Talking crazy, bro.
Yo, he mad. Look, he mad. They got the same belt. They got the same belt.
Same how you mad when we talk about Tio and I wanted to fight Tank.
Yo, Ness, did you go to Bruce in the shot?
What is he even talking about?
Answer Mario's question.
Bruce in the shot. What up, man? What is he even talking about? Bruce in the chat.
Yeah, y'all are crazy today. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I got a few points to hit. First of all, Tank do got a belt at 135, but he's campaigning at 130. T.O.'s best win is a featherweight, just like Tank's best win. But Tank got rid of his little guy. T.O. struggled with his little guy.
Who fought the better featherweight?
Who fought the better featherweight? Oh, there we go. He can't help himself.
Who fought the better featherweight though?
Little guy.
Who fought the better featherweight?
I'm gonna send a counterpunch. Just extend my call.
Yeah, see that's.
Fuck off. Fucking with me, man.
Listen. Since you lost your thought, we gonna give you more time. Listen, who fought the better featherweight?
Teofimo fought the better featherweight.
Exactly. Make sure you say that to the people that's listening to your call. Don't just act like, oh, they both fought featherweights. No, one dude fought arguably pound for pound number one. That's what he did.
No, listen. Politics put Lomachenko in that position. He lost his second fight. Knock it the fuck off. Now, politics put him in that position. Whoop he fucking knew. Now, Tank got rid of his little guy. Teofimo struggled with his little guy when he started to fight back. When he started to fight back, Tio wasn't even responding properly for about 4 rounds.
Who's the better fighter? Who's the better fighter?
Let him get his shit off, man. Okay. Stop it, man.
He's tripping.
I got. You
agree?
We come on. We been 100 now.
It just don't make. No, you not. No, you not. Listen to me. No, you not. Think about what you're saying, my friend. You're trying to condemn one dude for being in a tight fight with an elite level fighter, and then you trying to compare that to another dude who fought a dude who was a fucking 500 plus underdog, man. Stop the bullshit. Tio was an underdog, man.
Don't do that, Lee. Don't do that, Daz.
Oh, he wasn't?
Leo elite.
Hey, Rob, please give me the betting line on that, Rob. Please help me with that. This dude lying right here, man. How the fuck was Leo and Tank? So now you gonna say, hey, Bruce, you gonna say Leo and Tank, Leo, Santa Cruz and Tank was an even fight?
Saying that.
So what was it? Me get my shit off. Who was the underdog then?
Let him get his shit off, man. You just cutting him off the whole time.
Bruh, he been on for 6 minutes.
Leo
been talking for 30 seconds of it.
You ain't give me no time to respond, man. Leo was the underdog, cool. But Tank got rid of his underdog. Tito was the underdog. Tito beat Lomachenko, but he struggled. But I just don't take no credit from me, the fighter. Y'all taking credit from Tank because of Leo, but Leo is small, just like Loma is small. They little dudes. AB only losses come at welterweight. taking them from Tino. He got 2 Floyds fight from that shit.
Right,
we taking them from them.
Bruce, man, you ain't
that's
saying
all I'm
nothing,
saying.
man. You ain't saying nothing, man. You ain't saying nothing. Listen. My man Canelo said it the best, man. I got tight fights because I'm fighting the best of my era. You whitewash a dude that don't belong in the ring with you, man. You don't whitewash a dude that belongs there. Why do you think people say Mayweather took Canelo early? That's another way of saying he don't belong there. You don't whitewash a dude that belongs there. The fuck out of here. Show it to me. Show it. Show me the fight.
Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother.
Hating ass fucking Francis. Word is born. Yo, Majid, what up? What up? What up?
Yo, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join Patreon and YouTube members for something. But shit, all I'm gonna say today is good job on this show. I'm just enjoying everybody debate going back and forth, and shit, they need to make it happen at 135. All these big names, I love to see them against each other. So I'm with whatever long as something happen. But that's all I got.
Shout out to you. Thank you for your call, man. Everybody tearing down one to tear up another. I know how it go. You tear one down to build up another, and then you tear him down to build up this one. So today, T.O. is on the rank, but tomorrow it's gonna be Ryan, and then tomorrow it's gonna be Canelo.
Listen, every
Go back to the docks where you belong.
Every show is personalized. See, that's the difference. People say that I'm a hypocrite because I flip-flop. That's not. I am.
You're missing the point, man. Stop taking my. That's not what's my point.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience.
You responded to what I was saying. Okay,
I
go
am
ahead.
particular to the topic. If T.O. is telling me that he believes Tank is afraid of him, I'm reading the context of his quotes. That's what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Is there a possibility of Tank being afraid to fight T.O.? Could that exist in this realm? That's the discussion. Everyone else adds everything else for protection. Protection reasons, man. We got boxing expert.
Yeah, wasting his money. Read that super chat.
We got one from Ja the Real first, guys. Is he says, but Tio calls out a guy with a regular belt. I don't know emoji. Capping emoji.
Canelo felt Rocky Fielding was good enough to call out and take the fight. I mean, he had to send an offer. What the hell?
I mean, listen, nobody's saying that Tank, hasn't proven to be a commodity. Nobody's saying that he's not, he doesn't bring with him a combination of money and experience. Like, you beat a Tank, you're going to get all the credit in the world. And you may even get residual, I don't know how to put it, but you get what I'm saying? Like, the money that comes with fighting a Tank, the residuals of that fandom might even stick with you. When did Pacquiao really blow up? After he fought Pacquiao. When did Mayweather really blow up? After he fought Pacquiao. When did De La Hoya really blow up? After he fought Chavez. It's the passing of the torch type of thing. So do you get it or do you not? It doesn't matter. But Tank represents that. So nobody's saying he's not a legit threat and a legit fight. It's just his belt. Ja the Real,
you so funny, Ja the Real. A-side don't call out. He ain't calling out Tank. He telling you and the interviewer and the world that he believes Tank is scared. Can't you read the quote? Yeah, he is. You see that? That is an answer. That's not a statement. Don't you fucking get it? Yeah, he is scared. He is. He's not scared of the opposition he's facing because it's light work. I mean, he knocked out a 122-pounder in Leo Santa Cruz. Come on. Yo, I can do the same shit, and I can do it better and in better fashion. Okay? Maybe if y'all read, y'all would understand. Oh, now it's cap.
Scared man. It's a very small scared man.
Now it's cap because it don't fit your narrative. I feel you. Listen, N.O., your first call of the year, man. Where you been at? Everything good? Happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Happy New Year to the panel, to the chat, and everybody that's messing with TBV right now. You understand me? What's good?
Let's go, champ. Blessings.
Alright. Look, check this out, bro. Dang it, bro. Dang it. You know what I'm saying? We making new moves, bossing up, making, you know what I'm saying? Making power like situations like happening in the near future. You heard me? Now let's get to the boxing, bro. I'm hearing a lot of talk, bro. And Ness, I really believe, bro, that everybody saw what I saw with Tio and the White Wolf. You heard me? Like Teofimo won the fight. He got one of the best wins out of the young guns and all this and all that. That's established already. But Ness, you saw that was the wrong game plan. Like if they do a rematch, Ness, I don't think you putting your money on Tio. I ain't gonna just single you out. I'm just saying, like, most of the public.
Of course I am. And I'm putting it on him to knock him out this time.
Man, you crazy, man. Say, bro, y'all saw that fight, man. If that dude would have got on the gas sooner,
bro,
I don't think Tio getting his hand raised at the end of that fight, bro.
Bro, he didn't get on the gas sooner. Guess why? Because that young boy's power was even harder earlier in the round. Earlier in that fight, he was hitting harder. Remember, he young and full of it. Come on, man. And what
I don't know if he knocks him out, but I would definitely think he's the favorite to win.
Crazy as hell, man. He knocks him out in the second fight. They already won.
Well, look for me, I'll take that bet.
Listen to me. They won already. They coming in confident. All right. You know, and I hate to be the dude to bring this shit up, man. But
age.
But no, fuck age. That's another point. I'm just saying, like. Look,
what was yours?
I'm not even gonna bring it up because I don't want to
say it. Just say it.
I'm not.
Is
yours
that
is
bad?
better. Yours is better.
Look at him. You're always scared.
Yours is better, Mario, because you said.
Can you play my soundbite, please?
I don't want you to burn bridges.
No, like you said, age. You know.
Okay.
Yo.
You know something else.
We got Sal in Milwaukee. Actually, sorry, Sal. I'll be right back to you. It's Sony in Cincinnati.
Sony, come over to the light.
Hey, what up? Can you hear me?
We hear you. The
commish.
All right. Hey, yo, great show right now. Don't got much on the topic. I'm just listening, but I just wanted to say peace and love. TBV for life.
Peace and love to you, Sony. Sony. Still there? Dang, he's gone.
He's gone like the wind. Yo, I do want to announce real quick that Battle Bars, even though it's not going to be this weekend, next weekend, we got the rematch everybody been waiting for. I signed on the dotted line. Mario versus Yo, I got 2 weeks to write this verse. Yo, I'm going to kill it. And I know is going to kill it. We know that. Yo, this could be the greatest battle of all time in Battle Bars. I'm just saying.
It's going to be a trip.
I know he wants that get back. He wants that win. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to lose.
Let me get this boxing expert super chat. Shout out to you. It says, if Lomachenko was small and a fraud, why did Floyd act like Loma was too old for Garvanzo? Teofimo took a fight as an underdog, but now Garvanzo is better.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here with that.
You mad. J-Mac with a super chat.
J-Mac.
All right, Izzy got that counter punch too, Ness. We have J-Mac 504 comes in and says Teofimo is a duck, Haney. But Teo knocks Tank head off his shoulders. Tank becomes Hank, the undisciplined AB, part 2. Needs Mayweather to keep holding his hand. Hand emoji.
Izzy, super chat. Counter punch.
Kick a counter punch.
I just wanted to make my argument for Tio. And Nez, you were right. He was a plus 350, so almost 4-1 underdog in the first Loma fight, or in the only Loma fight. My thought with Tio is, what's his weakness? All these other guys, you can point to something that they don't have. Obviously, Ryan's defense, Tank, size and discipline, and who's the other one here? I forgot. But what's his weakness? These guys calling Tio out. What's his weakness? He's got length. He's got strength, power. He boxed against the boxer. So I just want to know his weakness. That's my thoughts.
It's a great point.
All right.
We got a super chat from
Milwaukee.
Wait, did you do the J Max super chat?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No?
That's the one. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I could have sworn it. But okay, I'll do it real quick.
Yeah, no. My Doomy just did it.
I could have sworn I read that last part, but my bad. I'm tripping.
Nah, they said Mayweather keep holding his hand.
Yeah. No, I got it.
Sal, you available or you just listening?
Oh yeah, I was on mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What up?
What up? Hey, you know every time I call in to beat shit down Ness leg, right? Now check this out.
You wasting your time.
Now check this out. Listen, man.
TikTok.
I don't know what the topic of this show is, but I'm going back 2 days ago. Ness, your ass was talking about Tank stay on that 130, fighting, clearing that division. Now you want to be all aboard of him fighting T.O., him fighting Ryan, him fighting Devin Haney. Get your ass out of here, Ness. You flip-flop every fucking day, man. This what I'm talking about. Stay consistent. You be on that weirdo shit, man. And I'm out.
Yeah, man. Obviously, he got to clean his ears. I just answered that like 30 minutes ago when I said I am per topic. So when we was talking about Gervonta, his best option in that show, when I'm talking about Gervonta, his best option is to take off Ryan Garcia from off the board because Ryan is vulnerable. So why leave him out there for T.O. to beat him? Or why leave him out there for Devin to beat him? You go ahead and do the super fight. Anybody that doesn't believe that Ryan is a big fight with the following he had, you just don't know nothing about boxing. And that's fine, Sal. That's cool. But I do. So I'm saying what's best for Gervonta? Yes. Take Ryan fight. So what's wrong? It's not that I'm flip-flopping. Today, we talking about T.O. saying Tank is scared. You see that?
Boxing.
You see the difference?
The boxing landscape is constantly changing too, guys. I could have said something a few months ago when things were positioned in a certain way. Maybe a fight happened. The landscape changes in boxing, so it's a fine line between you flip flopping and having a
counterpunch.
Mario. Hold. Okay, go ahead. Can I get it off real quick?
Go ahead, champ.
Yo, I was gonna say to you, that's the reason why.
Cut it.
You a hater, dog. I was like, yo, what the fudge?
I was about to get him too. I said you, Mario, because that's why you changing promotions, because he wants to hold your hand and you don't want him to hold your hand. But now he's saying that it's all cool that Bob don't want to hold T.O.'s hand. Bob could care less about T.O. But let's get to the we go to counterpunch. Don't rebuttal. We go to counterpunch.
He loves losing arguments terribly. Now he's comparing Mario. Now he's comparing Mario
you see that,
to T.O. Mario, now you T.O. 0-1, you T.O. Oh my goodness! Don't be ridiculous.
Don't ask me that question.
No, he's Floyd. He's Gervonta. Floyd holding his hand.
Bruce in Chicago, counterpunch.
All right, so I got a question. We talking about how, what T.O. would do to Leo. Now, what if Lomachenko came down to 130, a weight he's more comfortable at, and fight Tank, and Tank knock his ass out? Is he gonna get that credit? Because that's what happened. Is he gonna get the credit for that or no? Or T.O. already beat him?
He should.
T.O. already beat him. And you know why I know you're going to get mad at that, because it's like, yo, that means that after one dude loses, he ain't worth nothing. No, because actually Loma got 2 losses. But the reason that Tank won't get credit as much is because he waited for T.O. to do it. He was offered that fight. T.O. begged for that fight, okay? Don't forget that he begged it. People didn't believe he was ready. Don't forget. Devin
begged for that fight too.
Don't forget.
Devin begged for that fight too.
Not as much. Bruce, be real. Not as much as Leo and his father, T.O. and his father. They've been calling for that fight since before they was fucking with Top Rank, man. They knew what they was beating that dude. Go look. Let's see how many videos date back. Let's see how many videos
Devin and Bill Haney say the same thing. And Devin and Bill ain't been saying the same thing. They was all in the same. They was all in the same sanctioning body. T.O. skedaddled. He got up out of there. If Ryan fight Tank,
that's wrong. That's wrong. You only get one counterpunch unless you're paying for 2. Listen, that's wrong. Because let me tell y'all something. That's absolutely wrong. And here's why. He got his timeline all fucked up. How he gonna say that Devin was calling out Loma before Tio was calling out Loma, when Tio's always been on the same promotion as Loma. And Devin just started calling out Vasil when Vasil won the WBC. Because guess what? Devin was only after the WBC. Guess what? Devin was the youth champ, the WBC International. He's been going up them WBC. He ain't give a fuck who was the champ. He was going to fight the champ. It just so happened that Vasil tried to get slick and petition for a vacant with Luke Campbell. Then it became about Vasil. So don't you lie, Mr. Fickle Boxing fan. Now on the other hand, Tio was always with Top Rank. And Tio was always seeing Lomachenko move up divisions and being a WBO champ. Okay? And he always said, we could beat that guy. It wasn't about a WBC title, so stop the bullshit.
Yo, check the Cash App, Ness.
We got boxing expert says, why y'all scared though? Laughing my ass off. Teofimo the best.
Teofimo is not the best. See, Teofimo is the greatest, but Gervonta is great too. Continue.
Call him
stupendous.
All these fighters are great, man. I'm not shitting on none of these fighters, man. All these fighters are great in their own right at such a young age, accomplishing what they're accomplishing, reaching for the stars is beautiful to see, man. We just talking pure semantics of fights. You know what I mean? Styles make fights, and everybody likes a certain style or like a certain fighter. So that's what we all talking about today. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it straight boxing. Who thinks who gonna be who based on skill set, based on heart, based on dog. That's what that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When any of my arguments, I'm talking on purely the fight. I want to leave the business side out of it because that's going to take care of itself. We talking about hypotheticals in the fight because we don't know unless they fight. That's what we talking about. Agree or disagree, guys?
Yeah, hypotheticals. At the end of the day, it's all hypotheticals, especially when you got high level guys. But there's truth. There's truth in the pudding, right? The proof is in the pudding.
Always.
And that's what we look at. The pudding being the career, who they fought, and how it's going. So, you know, when we make these hypotheses, we're gonna look at the proof in the pudding, and you know, we're just gonna have to decide to disagree. You know, to agree to disagree.
Brotherhood, you so good at debating. You so good at debating. You pulling the race card. So why wasn't I protecting the Latino when I picked Broner? And I had to do push-ups when he got his ass beat. Fuck is you talking about, man?
Yo, did you check the Cash App, Ness?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man?
Yeah, man. Who's next?
Yo, my question is...
Marcel. We got Sel from Milwaukee Counterpunch.
Sel.
Now check this out, Ness. I don't let you run. This is why I beat you the fuck up every time I call. I box your ass in and you try to jump off target and you start lying, nigga. Check this out. The other day, the show about Tank and everybody, including myself, was like, yeah, he should fight Ryan. He should fight Tio. He should fight Danny. Your ass said, I quote unquote, no, the fuck he shouldn't. He should stay at 130 and clean the division. Now you on Tank dick. Want them to fight Ryan, want them to fight Devin, want them to fight Tio. Man, you flip-flop, Ness. This why I beat shit down your leg every fucking time. I'm out.
Yeah, you don't.
Wasn't that before the Ryan fight happened? Because before the Ryan fight, you were saying Ryan's not on Tank's radar. And if Ryan doesn't look good against Campbell or loses, then there's no reason for Tank to fight him. So that's what goes back to what Doomy was saying. It's
every day.
The landscape changes.
We talk news. We talk news. Every day there's a quote. If you don't want to read because you choose to just listen to what we say, that's okay. Understand that that's
why we're here.
It's topical and it's daily. So be mad all you want and yell all you want. Because the show that he's talking about says right here, who should Tank choose? Teofimo Loma, Haney, or Garcia? Right? And then topic sways again. Canelo to walk, Ryan Garcia out the ring. Who you picking? You know? It sways again. Ryan stops Campbell and calls out Tank. So what am I supposed to say now? No. Tank, you do what you got to do at 130, even though this dude is calling you out, who's a money fight, and you seen Campbell put him down. So do you leave that money on the floor? Now you see that his energy ain't the same, because all he want to do is call in here and yell and act like he know about boxing. But what did I tell Deontay Wilder? When he had his whole mind on AJ, but Eddie was throwing $5 million at him for Chisora, I said, champ, pick that money up. When he offered him 8 for Dylan, I said, champ, pick that money up. You'll get to AJ, but pick that free money up. Because me and your fans know you'll knock Chisora and Dillian White out. But he didn't. So what am I telling Tank? Pick that money up. But you just don't understand boxing. And you don't get it. My energy always the same. It's just y'all brains don't work as good as mine. You can't compute. Where is my energy different? Ain't that the same advice I gave? What the fuck is you talking about?
Stupendous.
But spend some more money telling me how I'm wrong. Do so, please. I'm trying to swim backwards. I want to swim backwards. Help me get an infinity pool. Matter of fact, a lap pool. So I could get the fucking cardio up where water just keeps pushing you back and you just keep swimming against it. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Sweet Hands Fernandez on the super chat says, this show is fire. Boom emoji.
Especially when I'm murdering dudes from Milwaukee left and right, man. Let's go to Josh in North Carolina.
Salute TBV, great show. So what the topic is? You said who tanks your shoes?
Nah. That was an old topic. My man just he arguing old shit because he ain't want to do the research on today. Today we talking about Teofimo Lopez having an interview and being asked, does he feel that if Tank is afraid of him? And he said, yeah, he is. He's scared. He is. He's not scared of the competition he fighting. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Tank might not be scared of him, but Floyd Mayweather is scared of him. Because at the end of the day, Floyd knows Tank is not the most disciplined fighter he's been around. And out of everybody, Ryan is the most greenest that he can get. Them other two, Haney and Teofimo, he gonna have to get them last. Preferably, he gonna have to get Haney last. And another thing, shout out to Bill and Devin on their interview with $1 million worth of game. That was a great interview. And that old school they got on their team, they need to get that guy on TV more because he's a hell of a promoter for Devin. Salute to y'all, I'm out.
Let's go.
All right. I think we got to go to greatness in Harlem. Actually, greatness, my bad. We got a ring on the line. Cutting the line. Courtesy of Baldy.
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't no hard fighting boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game.
This is $1 bill.
Skill. Up here. You gotta get out think a motherfucker. That's what
BoxingVoice.com.
What's that?
What's happening, champ?
What's up?
Hey, what's that? I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet, man. First of all, shout out to TVV, man. Shout out to Baldy. When it comes to these young warriors, bro, I done came to the conclusion. I ain't finna sit here and try to pin, say one better than the other until they do my favorite slogan, get their ass in the ring and swing, bro. That's when we can really talk. I got him at the end of the crew. Now, Tamario, whoever wants you in Border Wars, bro, I'm still gonna be in your corner, folks. So whoever wants the animosity, tell them bring it on, shout. Don't run from no fight, Mario. I don't care if he is a pro, bro. If you think you can do it, my nigga, I'm in your corner and I'm with you. Let's do it, shout. Shout out to everybody.
Hell no. He only in your corner. He ain't taking them punches with you, champ. Believe him if you want. We got a counter punch from Bruce in Chicago.
Yeah, dude, talking about he in your corner. He on the friendly side of the rope. Take your ass by the train.
Oh!
He just fucking threw me off. But so if Tank take the Ryan fight instead of the Teo fight, is Teo gonna fight Haney? Are you gonna push for that, Ness? Or whoever y'all with Teo?
Listen.
Teo don't get.
Did you forget my energy?
Wow.
Did you forget my energy for Teo? I already told Bill. I already told Bill Haney. I already told Ya. Teo fought the White Wolf. Teo knocked him off. Teo is in. He deserves one. Excuse me. He deserves one voluntary. If that's Cambroso, it's Cambroso. If it's Ryan, it's Ryan. If it's Tank, it's whoever the king wants. He is the king of the division.
That's that duck talk. That's that duck talk. Ain't nobody talking about Haney getting that fight.
You just mad.
Ain't nobody.
He got all the belts.
Nobody talk about.
He got all the belts. He took him from the champ.
Nobody talking about Haney. Haney is the only lightweight that don't give a fuck.
And that was a minute and 15 seconds instead of the normal 45 since I was going back and forth with you. But the truth is, champ, he beat the guy. I hear you about politics and how he was in a WBC tour. So now you mad at him for having better representation and choosing a different route? Isn't the race to the belts and he got there first, but you mad that he didn't fight somebody to get to all of the belts first? Like, no, he got all the belts. And because he fought the Lion and he was the underdog, which y'all want to forget, y'all love to forget. You know, all of a sudden my man climbs Mount Everest and he was always supposed to do it. No, let's not forget. He was not supposed to do it. He was the underdog. So yeah, he deserves to do whatever the fuck he want. That's always been my energy. Go check the show. He could fight Cambroso if he want. He deserves a big money fight. Y'all forgot he took short money? Y'all forgot we was laughing that they was only offering him 1.2? Y'all just fickle, man. My energy stay the same, bruh. Y'all corny, man.
Real quick on a super chat, you got JB Cinema. Says, hypothetically, if my life depends on the win, quote unquote, Teofimo on the win against Davis. Okay. So he feels like Teofimo for the win against Davis. My life depends on it.
NO says, the white wolf will emerge from the darkness once again. Snowflake emoji. Is that a snowflake? I don't know.
Yeah.
That looked more like a freaking tribal, like a Game of Thrones thing.
That's a real snowflake, but
yeah.
I'll tell you what though, man. It's I know you ain't lying. Like, I wonder how Loma's been in his absence of
he mad. He out here making excuses and saying that they cheated for Loma for Tio. But let me get to J Mac that got a boomerang.
Mac attack.
Yo,
Shit, J Mac, hold on. You got a boomerang. You know the counter punch cuts that. My bad, Sal. Go for it.
All right, check this out. Hey, Mario, stay out my way if I start punching on your ass like a punching bag. This between you and Ness. Now check this out. I'm going to stay calm on this one. We wasn't just talking about Ryan, bruh. We was talking about Tio. We was talking about Devin Haney. Your energy switched. Not just the Ryan fight. Now it's all about Tank fight all the 135 pounders. When I said he should do it, callers was calling in saying he should do it, and you kept saying no, the fuck he shouldn't. He should clean out his division. Stop lying on people and stop flip-flopping, nigga. I'm holding your feet to the fire. This is what you said.
Easy, man.
Listen, hold on.
Ain't no hold on. 45 seconds, champ. Listen to me. He is such a liar. What I did on that show, go back and listen to it, and thank you for sending people back to it. This is what I said. I said, where's their energy? We made it about Canelo real quick. Where's their energy? See, with Tank, right? Because Tank is the biggest fight, like this guy likes to say, right? That day I rode with Francis, and you can hear me. He want to say Tank is the biggest fight. So they want Tank to move up to 35 and fight these bigger dudes. I'm saying no. Why y'all ain't got that same Canelo energy, right? When Canelo hippity hop, he a duck. When Canelo hippity hop, he a duck, but now they want Tank to hippity hop. They don't want Tank to clear out his division. Tank never in his motherfucking life unified. Canelo unified 3 divisions, but they got an issue when he hippity hop. But Tank get the hippity hop. That's what the fuck I said. Man, get out of here, man. You gonna lose to me every fucking day. Look at people in the chat saying, yup. Fuck out of here. Facts. Fuck out of here. That's what they saying in the chat, man. You can never beat me, man. You'll never beat me.
You wanna play rough? Okay.
Adrian, talk to me. I mean, J-Mac, it's your go. Apologies.
Yo, quick question, Myra. Is Sal the dude that you're supposed to be fighting?
Nah.
Okay. I like that dude energy. I get tired of being the only angry guy to call him. Plus, I like how the pressure he putting on Ness. I'm gonna give him I'm gonna donate my last counterpunch to. I mean, my last boomerang to him, because I like his energy. Ness, you are a flip flopper. You do change your narrative, so he is right about that. But you can't go to the chat, your trolls, the sheep, the chat queens, to get approval, because they just go agree with you and they run with everything you say and do anyway.
Thank you, J-Mac.
Like I said, for his Tank, don't thank me. Tank still get his ass knocked out by Tio ducking Haney. It's just that plain and simple. But Tank ain't the guy to be sitting up here talking about y'all. That's y'all money guy. Y'all want to put him above what he has accomplished yet. Tank get beat by Shakur, Devin, Tio. Fuck, even Cobra might beat his ass. I'm not high on Tank like that. Tell him to make weight consistently first. That's my call.
But I don't understand why Tio's ducking Haney if he just won that belt. Like, I understood the Lomachenko argument, but my man hasn't even defended it once yet. Now, I get it, you know, the likelihood that he fights Haney next is small, but I don't know. Until he rattles off a couple fights, I don't know if we could call him a duck yet.
Bruh, the hate is real, man. The hate is so real. Check Blog Talk. We got looks
I
like
got you.
Houston, I think.
We got a super chat.
H-Town, watch me go ahead, clown.
JC on the super chat says the Latin bias is real.
Yeah.
Take the Tio Nello cape off.
Latin bias. I guess Chris Colbert is really Mexican because he trains with Sosa, right? I guess fucking, you know, like I said, I picked Broner over Maidana. Nobody say nothing about that. But all right, fellas, whatever.
It just happens to be that right now it's a Latin fighter that's in that position. I mean, I don't know why you guys keep trying to.
The hate is real. The hate is real.
Into like a Latin whatever.
Nobody can't say that Teofimo hasn't done the most. You know,
Adrian in Wisconsin. Oh, that's boxing expert. What's
that's
up?
boxing expert.
Talk to us, brother.
Is it me? Are you on me?
It is definitely you.
All right. Good show today, guys. To be honest with you, man, I'm just excited about the fact that all these dudes want to fight each other. And I think as boxing fans, we should be happy that a lot of these fights are going to shake out. And I feel like we're going to see fights before they marinate too long. I mean, all these guys are eventually going to have to fight each other. It's a good division between 130, 135. I think as fans and as people who want to see boxing doing well, you know, we should just be happy about this. Who cares about who you think's ducking who? These guys are eventually should all fight each other. So why be mad? Why argue too much about it? We're about to see some great fights in the next coming years. I mean, we should be really happy about that, especially considering these guys are young and some of them are going to move up in weight eventually and make that 140, 147 class at some point great too. So this is the future, man. Let's just be happy about it.
All right, Adrian.
Adrian.
Boxing expert, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
What up?
How's it going?
What's up, bias?
Hey, man, the problem is, these guys don't want anybody to fight anybody, right? But when somebody does something great, they got a problem with it. But how come Gervonta doesn't fight Haney, man? How come Charlo doesn't fight Andrade? When it comes to that, they got a problem with it. It suddenly becomes they want brothers to fight brothers. But when Mexicans do it, they don't got a problem with it. That's my call.
See that?
Well, I just want to know, where's the pressure to unify? Is it?
That's all I
Is
want to know.
it only Earl? Is it only Earl that has to unify with Crawford? That's what I'm just not getting it, man. Like, when a dude unifies, all of a sudden that ain't even good enough. You ain't did nothing. The dudes that only won one belt and regular belts done more than you. Shit, Ruin the 504. Talk to us.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up?
What up?
Great show today, man. Y'all killing it today. It's great.
Thank you.
I mean, just the question. I mean, I got to give Teofimo as the number one guy in the division. I don't have any other argument. He beat the king, so he's the king right now. There's no other. I can't think of any other thing. But that's it, man.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call, man.
Steve
Who's next?
in Chicago.
Steve?
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza. I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Champ.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I just jumped on a little bit ago. I've been in the streets all morning. I'm kind of the topic is what the Tio. What's the topic again?
Tio believes Tank is afraid of him.
Oh man, he needs to shut the fuck up. Look, man, Tank is cut from a different cloth, man. He's running his mouth too much, man. Just be happy you got the belts. You're gonna get a fight. Like I said, let Ryan and Tank happen. That's the fight that needs to happen, and then we'll see from there. But Tio needs to calm down, man. That dude, man, Tank, he needs to be quiet. He's talking too much. He's gonna get hurt, like for real hurt.
Cut it. Boomerang from J-Mac.
Champ. Step into the light.
Shouldn't fight those guys at 135 and stay in his division. Now the shit didn't change, and that's what you call a flip-flop. Now you all for him fighting those guys in the other divisions. That's what is the flip-flop is.
No, I'm not.
And you a classic
You just don't know how to
flip-flopper,
listen.
man.
You just don't know how to
Take
listen.
your panties off, Ness,
You
and
just
get
don't know how to
whooped,
listen.
man. Put you
just
on
don't know
my
how to
knee every
listen.
show, nigga.
You just don't know
What
how to
you
listen.
talking about, man? You burn up, man. You cook.
You just don't know how to listen. That's the problem. You would never be able to be anybody's manager, got anyone's career. Cause if you sitting there in Tank's team and you watch Saturday Night Fight, yeah, you gon' advise him to stay in the division like we've been advising him to go ahead and unify. Cause that's what the hardcores want Canelo to do and unify. Go ahead, dog. We gonna stay at 130 and unify with Joseph Diaz. We could do a pay-per-view. Then Saturday rolls around. We see Ryan scrape himself off the floor, and we not gonna go try to make that pay-per-view. Man, get your
what he doesn't get is your original
point.
point.
Out of here, man. Beat it, man. Beat it.
No, look, what he doesn't get is your original point was that Tank, like Ryan wasn't in Tank's league, essentially. Exactly. That was the original point.
Bruh, he wasn't supposed to be looking at anybody but his own division the way they
exactly
pinned Canelo to a division. That is my thing.
And now you're saying, based off of Saturday, what we're seeing is that Ryan is the low-hanging fruit of the class, right? Doesn't pose as much of a threat as he would in a couple years, and he brings so much of a lucrative financial backing that the fight makes sense.
Do you know Sal or something? Or are you doing it? Why you slowing it down and trying to teach him again?
I'm just trying to show everybody the difference,
It went over his head. Because I think everyone but
because they're trying to paint you into a Tank hater. That's what they're trying to do, and that's not at all what this is. No, they're not.
That's just him. No one's.
Oh no, that's just him. No, that's what I meant. They, as in him.
Because he doesn't like. He didn't hear the show. He just came on yelling. You know, he hears his own voice echo.
He's fun though. I mean, he's a good caller.
Fun in a losing type of way, the way he loses every argument. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, I guess, if you like to lose a lot. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really into losing, but I get it. Listen, I think that's it, right? Greatness. Did we ever get the greatness in Harlem?
No.
Nope.
Y'all better hope y'all never get the greatness from Harlem.
Ooh, did you put out the password?
I did not yet, but it's uploaded. It'll be out soon.
All right.
Yo, it's over. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Oh, JT said he never got his call.
Let's go, champ.
That's I heard. I had you on speaker.
What up?
What's good, man? Yo, good morning, y'all, man. How y'all living, man?
Bless, champy.
We good.
What's up?
Yo, everything is well, man. Yo, Ness, man, I'm gonna hit your line up, man, just so I could so we could reschedule. You know what I'm saying, so we could get back and work. But I'm over here about to get ready to head out to the gym myself here, and I didn't know too much about the topic, but obviously we talking about Ryan, Tio, Devin Haney, and Gervonta. You know, I'm glad that they mixing things up. I'm glad that they talking to
to each other, making things hot, man. So I'm excited to see this. I don't know which fight will happen first, but whatever fights happen first, all these four styles, when they clash, they will move the division, man. So shout outs to them, and let's strive for greatness, man. March 13th, Border Wars 10. I'm thinking about you, I mean.
Ooh. He said he got you up on the mirror.
JT, talk to me.
JT.
Shout out to greatness, man. Shout out to greatness. We strive for greatness March 13th. Yeah, on the topic though, I think y'all talking about is Gervonta too small? I don't think he's too small for the weight division. I think every fight is a big fight. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. That's some good fights for Gervonta. And I wanted to say something earlier. I had asked for a counterpunch, but I never got it. Even with Francis say something earlier. Y'all got to be remember for that Gamboa fight, it was a weight drain camp, and I think if he was in shape like he was for that Santa Cruz fight, he would have stopped Gamboa earlier. So I mean, I think that played a big factor in that performance.
Tank and Broner what?
I didn't say Tank and Broner. I know you're trying to throw that in. That's to mess up my call. But
no, I thought you said something about. I thought you said something about him not being. I thought I heard you say something about a fat camp or something.
We had a fat camp. Let's just put it like this: if we get the best Gervonta Davis,
if
like the Santa Cruz fight, it's gonna be a tough fight for Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia. I got Gervonta Davis beating Ryan Garcia easy with a stoppage.
And I gave you 30 seconds extra. Listen, the key word is if. What if we get the one that came into the Walsh fight where he lost his belt on the scales? Or the one where he had to take off his underwear? You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, bruh. You tell me. But anyway, man, I'm out. Next GTO. It's gym time. Catch us on the next one. What's today? Wednesday? I'm back, man. I'm back as soon as I get back from the gym. That's how I do it.
Yo, at Maury McGee on Twitter, at Maury McGee on Instagram. Just letting people know that the call for writers is still going on. We filled most of the spots, but I'm still looking for somebody who's willing to be like the recap preview guy. And that's not to say that you only have to write previews and recaps, but I'm still looking for somebody who's willing to be the guy that watches all the fights and gives us a written recap covering the fights. And you do that for us long enough, and you could definitely cover fights for us physically depending on where you're located and how far you're willing to travel. But that's just a quick update. Maury McGee at Yahoo. Maury McGee, you can hit me up there. Yeah, Maury McGee at yahoo.com.
You already know what it is, man.
Next up, sports up, yeah, homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you, cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah, next up,
You already know what it is, man. NEX, UP, Sports Talk, check me out. You know what I'm saying? Every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate you very much. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and the thumbs up button because it does help with the visibility and the growth of the show. We're trying to reach our goal, man, 118,000. We appreciate you watching and listening from wherever you are around the world. Keep safe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Champ. You already know it's Alex Doomsday Linus, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG. TikTok, frozen out. And TBV Twitter is Alex Linus TBV. And if you just stumbled upon the show, we are the Boxing Voice, bringing you the latest and greatest in boxing news. So make sure if you did like what you were listening into and you want to be notified when we're going live, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. All right, notification bell is important. I know you probably follow a few channels, but if you really like our content, hit that notification bell so you don't miss us going out through the week. We go in the morning, afternoon, and night. You just never know when the Boxing Voice is bringing you exclusive content. Again, if you're interested in maybe supporting the channel through membership, the video description has the link to join. So you click on that. It'll direct you to the membership tiers, and you can go ahead and choose whatever tier suits you best. And if you're looking to maybe purchase a Dazn subscription, we also have the link in the description of the video. If you use that link when you do buy the DAZN subscription, we get a slight kickback, and we appreciate you for that. Again, thank you guys so much. We'll see you later.